Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Valley, the Old Farm. We're going to be using this as a multiplayer map, mostly for fun and kind of for pigs.
That's why I'm here.
I haven't done, just as I belch. I haven't done much pig farming ever, actually, in this version of the game. So what do we need for food?
Potatoes.
And what do we need for buildings? Is this a pig farm that I'm at? I'm trying to find the pig farm on the map. There's a button here. Press to remove fence. Press what? Press the button off? I don't... I am failing this one miserably. Oh, there you go. Press to see fence. Oh, okay. That gets rid of it. Press to see. That's kind of neat. What's up, rural pilot? That's how we always say Violet. We say Violet. She's like, oh, what? All right, so this doesn't open. Maybe it doesn't open because I am not. Thank you for the sub, Deep Howl. This looks like cows, doesn't it? That could be pigs.
That's the pig farm you're at.
This is the pig farm? How do you know?
Because we played this.
Okay, so this is, but we never did the pigs. I'm impressed. I'm impressed at your knowledge. Okay, so
we did use the fields down there.
All right, so pig farm it is. We're going to be pig farmers on this series.
Remember we did the Ford? We did only Ford tractors.
Yeah, that's right. Simone's angry with me. It's not my fault. I'm going to be bacon. So the baby took a really long nap today, and that's why she's saying I'm dead. She called me sausage boy. I know I'm in big trouble. Yes, it is what? Yes, it is my fault. It's not my fault. I'm buying. I notice how all the colors are pink. That's how I made it. How much was 56? 185. That's an expensive field, but we'll do that one too. Okay, so we own field 93, which you're standing in. Mm-hmm. Was that a grass field? We're going to replant that because they don't need grass, do they?
No. I think we make it potatoes.
We can make a tater. Well, we need to make a real small one, taters.
Right, this is a small one, yeah?
No, there's a smaller one across the street.
Oh, 54, okay.
Yeah, I bought 54. So this is going to be... I'm fine with that. I asked you. I said, "Do you want me to wake you up or wake her up?" And you're like, "Nah, let her sleep." That's not my fault. You said yes. So here is this is oat. Do pigs eat oats? Pigs eat oats and does eat oats and little dams eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? Or can we remove that? My mom used to sing that song to the babies. So there's a slurry pit. We're not going to use that right away, but this is a very small farm. And yes, this is open. I'm sorry, I just saw your questions. Yes, this is for multiplayer. Nope, you guys can join. The password is fun. It's Arthur's YouTube for the map. And we are in our Discord channel. Okay, and there is another field back here with, this is going to be potatoes. Oats, ready to harvest. We're going to have very small equipment, guys. We're going to be working these fields because we're going to have multiplayers and you guys are going to need things to do. So, Micah's over here. We have a pig farm with no equipment. The thing that's kind of making me a little bit nervous is I'm not seeing any, now that we've purchased it, I'm still not seeing animal information. Is there oh no, there it is. I see it. Okay. There we go. There's the piggy farm information. Yep, pigs.
Pigs, corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, potatoes, sorghum, and sugar beets.
They need all of those or some of those?
Those are the foods. Now, let's see where it goes.
What's the distribution? Yeah.
Right. So I think it's like sugar beets or potatoes is the way that one goes.
And then there's like one like canola or soybean.
It says their base is either corn or sorghum. The grains are either wheat or barley.
Wheat or barley.
Protein is soybeans, canola, or sunflowers.
Oh my God! So we have to have three. Okay.
And then the crops are either potatoes or sugar beets. So I think we need
Okay.
we need corn or sorghum, wheat or barley, soybeans. So we need to look around the map to see if we can use wheat and barley for other things, and corn and sorghum. Let's see. Chickens use sorghum, right?
Yep.
Can
You can use
horses
the
use?
straw for bedding.
Right.
Yep. I'm straw for bedding. Yep. Hello, rural pilot.
How's it going, buddy?
Good. So so we have oats and that's it. I'm gonna wait till we get some food together for them.
What's funny is the oats aren't even in their dietary.
Oh, the oats aren't.
Nope.
So we're just gonna sell those. What about okay? What did I say the other one was? Did I say that was wheat or barley?
We can use wheat or barley as their grains.
Wheat or barley as the grains. Okay.
They get base, grains, protein, and root crops. So the
Oh
grains is
God,
wheat or barley.
they're all oats. Yeah, so we're not gonna be ready to buy pigs until next year. Okay, D. Powell. I have not finished Clarkson's Farms. No spoilers. I started the second season, but I haven't finished it yet. Okay, so we got this building. We got this building. We have no silo, it looks like. So we need to plunk one of those down.
Just a thought, if you need crops to feed your pigs, could you do contracts on other fields and keep the leftovers?
I don't think it would. That is a very good idea, actually. I don't think it would keep enough, though. Like, they really take a lot of food now, it seems like.
Yeah. Have they changed it? Because the last time I did base game pigs, admittedly I've been playing Maze Plus, so I haven't done base game pigs for a long time. But they didn't seem to eat much.
Okay, it's possible. I'm sorry. Nah, we're just gonna grow them ourselves. We'll get it there. I mean, I like the idea, but maybe we'll see. Let's see where we get
can
to.
buy pig food. Remember? No. I mean, to get us started, we can just purchase pig food as we need it.
You can actually feed them completely with pig food and still make profit. Barely, but profit.
You said barely, but profit.
Well, what I'm getting to is,
I like that.
we can let our other crops grow, buy a small bit of pigs to get their age up or whatever by next year.
Okay, and then use
Get
piggy food.
Pig food, and then next year start planting. So maybe like 2 years we use pig food, and then
Piggy food. Yeah, we could do that. We can do that. I need to find a silo that fits the farm. We don't need a giant silo. This is, how big is that? That's pretty large, but it's not.
What's telling me the Valley of the Old Farm is unavailable?
What?
what? You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, you just downloaded it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, did that work?
Did I just buy something on accident?
No, I did.
Okay.
I'm putting in a silo. Oh, that's not pretty. But it'll work.
Do you want to go with a theme of tractors, or
I
what's your thought on
don't
the
know. No, I don't. Let me think about that for a minute here. Hang on. Let me just get things laid out a little bit.
okay?
Hello, Chew Express. No, that ain't gonna work. Smooth it. Oh.
Have you done a Kubota farm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Kubota. I love Kubota, but I have done a farm with them already, unfortunately. Can we get the thing in there with that lump? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. We need to get. All right. So we need a little harvester. Oh gosh, we're going to need a lot of stuff. We need potatoes, belt systems. What do we got here? This is the unloader and the loader, so we need one of those. Yeah, buy that.
And we're gonna stick to what are you gonna do with mods? Are you actually gonna try to get mods, or are you just gonna try to go from?
As we go, if there's requests for certain specific
Okay.
mods, then I think we'll maybe possibly go that route.
Well, the
Okay.
Nova 330 is only 75,000 for the, but I don't know if you want to go that small.
Hold on a second. I'm not even there yet. So I've put down that.
Where's the headers?
The Nova. Yeah, that's I mean, we're in the right part
Well,
of the
I
world.
was looking at I was kind of more
Yeah.
thinking of headers. You don't want to be too small.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, honestly, this is a
5
big,
meter,
yeah, it's big enough.
5.7,
All right.
6.
So we're going to grab that.
Now the case is actually a little bigger. Here's the New Holland one.
And headers.
The header's a 25 footer for the New Holland, the small New Holland.
Oh, I've already
25.
got the roast Lamash. We're good.
Oh, okay.
I like the little one. I mean, it's fine for the field that we have. Like it's
Well, the nice thing
It'll
too
keep
is
someone
that
busy.
Capella, we could do sunflowers instead of corn.
Yeah. Yeah, because we need to do one of those, don't we?
Yeah.
I mean, not that one is better than the other, but
Well, the
Let's-
corn headers can do both.
the Capella harvests faster, but it might be better to get it. What breed do we want to go with? Berkshire, Bentheim Black Pied, or German Landrace?
Arthur, do you want a do you want the header on a trailer, or do you just want to leave the header on the?
We should probably put it on a trailer, huh? Let me get one of those. Oh, I'll make you farm manager. Do you want to buy one?
Yeah, that's fine. I can get one.
I'll make Micah promote to farm manager. There you go. Oscar Myers.
Okay.
That's right. What's
Got
up,
the
Darcy?
mod. What did you say the password was, Arthur? If you in?
FUN. Fun.
Don't talk to him like that.
Let's go with Berkshire pigs. How many can we fit? Oh, up to 270. Let's get 100 little piggies, and they're gonna make babies, and then we're gonna sell those babies.
Do they just make one baby each in the base game?
I don't know. I can buy 60 at a time. It seems like that's weird. No. Oh,
That's a
what the?
strange header trailer.
Okay. And then I'm gonna
Sorry, my
buy.
timing on coming in there was bad.
They're here. Baby
I
back,
have to
baby
plug my
back,
steering
baby
wheel
back
back
ribs. Hello, Tracy Boy. Good evening, big tall man. Doing good. I just kind of took the day off today. We got. I'm assuming that I'm going to be getting the pre-release of the new DLC tomorrow night. In the middle of the night is usually when they do it. So.
Yeah, that's getting closer.
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm going to be busy the next couple of days, so I might as well I took the day off. I played around with Railroads Online and didn't really do any chores or anything, which is probably stupid because I need to do my chores, but I guess I can't go out that side. Hello, Slayer. Yes, the penultimate DLC is coming out, the premium edition or whatever they're calling it. All right. That's correct. We're probably going to be using some of those DLCs for sure. All right, let's see here. Let's see, 239. Okay, so I wanted to buy more pigs because they only let me buy 60, and this says I can have 270. So I want to. Is that true? I want 40.
Now, the way Giants works now, you drop the header on any trailer and it'll put it in the right spot no matter what, right?
It should, yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's the right spot, as long as it's the right trailer for the header.
Does this barn need water, or is it? It seems like it should have it already, right?
No, it's the water trough's full. It's over here.
Seems like it just glues right to it.
Okay, so for tractor power, let's see. Right now we're going to do small tractors. You guys are going to have to work, okay?
That's what we're here for.
All right.
Oh, Micah, that header trailer that we've got, that one doesn't do the snapping thing. It does the old style header,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
sticks to it a little bit.
right, but it's fine because it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
If
That one
anybody
actually
wants-
turns 90 degrees too, so you can pick the header off from the back of it.
That'd be K
Oh,
Ram
really?
29.
Okay.
It's man, that'd be cool if it was if it did have crop dusting. That would be fun. We are on the Valley of the Old Farm map. Let's see, tractors. I don't want to get all the same. No, I applied for it yesterday. I haven't heard back from them, so I'm hoping that I do get it for free, but we'll have to see. This is a little fella. Nokian tires, yeah. Front loader attacher,
Oh, you're
heck
going
yeah.
really small. Whoa.
It's little. I like it. It's small.
It's wee.
It's wee.
This is a cool looking tractor. The
What?
Volvo BM.
Oh, that came with the Platinum Edition.
Yeah.
We're starting off smaller than that, Zwajo, but we will probably get there.
That's pretty. That's an
Hey,
old looking-
developmenter. What's up, Jaywa?
Oh, that thing-
Got augers.
All right, so we have our first tractor. And I'm going to grab something a little bit larger.
Success. Success.
The T6?
No, the 6S, the Massey.
Massey. Oh, that's
I don't
a
know how
small
big you wanted
tractor.
to go.
I didn't realize that those still fell under the small tractor category.
Yeah, so there's the 6, the 7, and the 8. I believe the 6 is small. The 7's kind of right on the border between small and medium.
Okay, yeah, because this
40
is
horsepower.
cool. I don't. When did this one come out? This is new, isn't it?
That came out with one of the DLCs. It was the one before Horse, I think. They just released it into the game quietly.
This
Same
is
time that
cool.
Massey and Fent Baylor came out.
Oh, the 6S, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice looking.
Ooh, it's got an anniversary edition color scheme. We'll do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Front
the
weight.
blue gray. Like that color.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll do the front 3-point and the front loader attacher.
Is this a European farm?
The Lambo. I don't know. Yes,
Valley-
it is. Yes. Yes.
Can
French,
we-
isn't it?
Can we buy the Volvo F16 Globetrotter as our semi truck?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're going to buy a semi truck yet, but yes, we can.
Okay, so we're not gonna buy one right now.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Let's think about it. Let me, as we go, we have to think about all the things that we need. We're going to need a grain trailer, right? So let's get a couple grain carts or one grain cart. I want to see.
With these augers, you want a grain trailer that has a grain door in it.
So Rudolph would do any of the Rudolph's work?
Oh my gosh.
This has an auger, doesn't it?
Something. You definitely don't want anything with a dolly because you're gonna have to back it into the auger.
Like the 301 or what's the difference between 301 and 301 RA?
The 301 RA can side dump, I believe.
Okay.
Can.
This is the Valley, the Old Farm, for those of you that are asking.
Don't need that thing.
All right, rank. I'm so confused right now. Okay, sorry. He's here. Yeah, I'm gonna
That
get
little class is a really good starting trailer.
this guy,
Little class carrot thing.
the carrot. So no Randolph, not the or Rudolph, not the TK. The class is bigger, huh?
It's a nice size with you get it without the silage sides on. It fits under most combine pipes pretty well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other one might be too tall. Always got to change it around a little bit. Chassis color, black is fine. Okay.
Oh, come on. Be
I
brave.
did-
Paint it pink.
What's up, Kyle? Hey, you're welcome to join, man.
Are you guys playing with 900 mods?
There's no mods, but it's got the DLCs.
Pretty sure I have all of them.
Sweet. All right, so
Is this still?
you may join if you wish. All right, so if the two of you want to get busy and harvest, I'll start bringing these things to the farm. And maybe
You have a front loader?
they're both front loaders. I just don't have an actual front loader. What do you need a front loader for?
Well, you're gonna need to buy pig
Like
food.
I see. Yes, yeah. That's why I got them. So
Oh, we could load this trailer up with pig food, and I can take it, and dump it straight in before I start emptying the combine.
how do you tow these? Is there a?
This end, they have a
Yes,
hitch.
that goes down.
Do they have a hitch? Okay, I see it. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, we are doing a piggy farm. A pig.
Are you gonna
Can we
buy
get
the
a-
pig? or are you gonna
Pig. Say again.
He's already bought them.
That'll
Oh,
do,
you're-
pig. That'll do.
That'll
I
do.
was saying, are you gonna buy pigs, or are you just gonna are you gonna transport pigs?
No, they're already there.
Okay, so you're gonna buy
There's
them.
there's a 100 of them. So we need a planter, correct?
Yeah. Can we get a weight block for this tractor, Arthur?
Yeah. What size would you like?
Like a Agco 1100 or something like that.
Oh, you have to this little guy or the big one?
The big one.
Yes. So let me find the password is fun, by the way. If you're Kyle, I think you asked.
You're gonna
didn't
need weights as well.
That little one doesn't get weights, I don't think.
No, I have to buy them.
I'll put some weights on it.
No, I mean for the back. Like when you pick up something from the front, it's gonna need a weight on the back.
Oh, right.
The little one.
Oh yeah,
the-
if you use it
The
with a
bigger
loader
the
on.
tractors, you won't need weights, but these little tractors are gonna need weights.
Where am I supposed to park this?
This
to
tractor will do okay with a loader on. It shouldn't need a weight, unless you're picking up something stupid.
This is multiplayer.
Say again.
He said, unless you're stupid, and I said, well, this is multiplayer. So.
Fair point.
Let's see. Wheel setup, front loader. Oh, you're right. There is no. You can't. Wait a minute. Yes. Oh, you're right. There's no weight for that. Interesting, huh? Hello, Louie.
I trust you know the way, Micah.
And I'm going to turn off the engine auto start, guys, just so you know. You'll have to manually turn the tractor on and off. I hate
stay on this
when
road right here.
it turns off every time you get out of the tractor.
Easy as that.
Let's see. Where is that? Nope. It's under here. 15 real time. Yes.
Okay, you're behind me. Okay.
Yeah.
Engine start off.
Got the 4 ways on. Lights on for safety.
Sorry, it saved it. So speaking of beet cutter, should we do beets or potatoes?
I like
Beets,
potatoes.
are too painful. Plus beets, you can use the same planter.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think with beets you don't have to get another planter, do you?
Then do that one then.
Plus the harvester is 3 meters wide instead of 1.2.
Let's see. You have no DLC, so without mods, I have only base game vehicles.
See, I like potatoes because there's more smaller implements for potatoes than beets.
Are there? This should be the same thing.
If you're looking through the mod hub, there's a lot more for potatoes.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do have a mod for the for a beet harvester, but we'll just use what's in game for this.
Yeah, with the new DLC, there's a good chance that pigs will eat carrots, and we can do those.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh crap! I can't. Hang on, I need to see the map here. Which way am I going? Straight? Okay.
Straight out.
You just follow
stay
the
on main
road straight out.
So playing with mods, that's a tough one.
What I'm saying is the mod hub. Things that are easy to just find.
Yeah, I would just download mods from the mod hub, and I would definitely use mods. I don't. 2000 Farm Sim 22 has a lot of really good mods. So
I think Farm Sim without mods in general is a average game. With
Yeah.
mods, it's a great game.
Yeah.
What question do you have, Darceptor? Ask it again one more time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we'll do sugar beets just because I don't want to have to buy the seeder and all that stuff.
All right.
You're like,
The question
fine.
is where do we want to put this thing?
When we starting harvest right away?
Not gonna.
Yeah, go ahead and harvest.
What fields can we harvest?
Well,
Right in
both of them
front
are
you,
ready.
Micah.
56?
Around behind that grain bin.
Okay, 56.
Yep, they're both ready.
Oh, we got 54 across the road as well.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
just
big barn. I
check
think
them.
we'll park it here.
Oh no, I asked them if they will give me a key, and I have not heard back. But that was just yesterday. I asked, so I would say probably I haven't heard back, and I would say if I don't hear back by Friday, the answer is probably no. So usually developers respond pretty quickly to that kind of stuff. So
Am I on your way?
I'm just.
oh, these freaking cars.
You know, I think this Massey that I'm driving will actually pull a sugar beet harvester with a topper on the front.
Should be
I think
able
it's got
to,
enough horsepower.
even if it
You got
doesn't
the
have the.
high horsepower version, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it should.
oh, focaccia cheese. These guys got in my way, and now I can't back up to get into the driveway. Oh. I'm gonna come back around and come from that lane.
Want to keep the straw?
We'll just go up into the grass and turn around.
We need
Right.
it for bedding.
So we want.
Oh, we're gonna have to get a baler. We'll get a
So if I
Heston,
want
Heston baler.
I want the straw swat enabled. It says enabled in the menu, or should it say disabled in the menu?
Should say enabled in menu, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let's see what happens. Try right.
It's okay if you miss a little bit. It's not the end of the world. If you don't see it coming, oh! I got stuck on the downspout.
Is it doing it?
Oh, the tail swing of that auger.
Is it doing it? There we go.
Yep.
Okay, that's doing it.
Usually it's not a
So,
problem. It's just
what I'm
that
gonna do
this
is
is
I'm
such a
gonna open up
long.
the field
Yeah.
a bit, and
Actually,
then I'll come back.
Arthur,
and
do you want to buy a baler and I can run down to the store while Mike is getting started here?
Yep, I
Pick
can
it
do
up.
that. I can do that. Give me a second here.
And then I'll just leave the trailer here, Micah. If you need to dump, it'll be right on the edge of the field for you.
Wait, okay.
Let's see here. We need a. What did we need?
Baler.
Hey, what's up,
Baler.
Evelyn? A baler.
You could probably plow in this grass field too. Pigs need grass?
No. One of the fields will have to split in half and grow two different crops.
But we could always bale the grass and sell it.
It's not. It's not ready. It's. There's no point because the grass is not grown. So if we'd have to wait, then we might as well just bury it and start the next crop.
Right. Okay, that's fine. Man.
If it was grown, then I would. Yeah, absolutely. But why can't I find the balers? I can never find the balers. Okay. There's the Heston baler. Do we have any other mod Heston balers? No, that's just the only one that they have. So. No, anyone can join. That's fine. We may not have something for you to do yet, but right now there's a lot of equipment transport going on, so that's definitely a thing.
Did you want to get a plow as well, Arthur?
Should we get
does
a
that grass need
Plow or
plow?
culti plow? But what do you want to do? Culti plow or plow?
Well, culti plow. Will a culti plow have enough? Well, we have enough horsepower to run on it.
Oh yeah, the minimum ones are like 150 or 110 or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but then you have to pick the rocks, unless you got them turned off.
I don't mind doing rocks.
Subsoilers.
I've always enjoyed doing the rocks picking up. I don't know why, but I always have.
He's a glutton for punishment, folks. We'll get that.
We got
Yeah.
180, so that we could get that agromaz plow if we went that way.
Oh, I already bought the.
You got the culti plow? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the front and pick up the baler.
What were we looking for? I also needed. Oh man, we're stone pickers. This is the thing with Farm Sim 22. There's so much stuff that you have to have. Like it's just like
Well, we could rent the rock picker when we need it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of DLCs. We're gonna run this more than once, guys. So don't worry. I mean, if you can't join tonight, don't be panicked because we'll be running it again. So, like if we started late tonight, so I know people are probably tired and cranky and yeah, especially for pigs because we have to do all of it. So, oh Lord. How do I raise and lower this thing? Okay, I don't have to see the menu here. Toggle map view.
It's the front loader controls, but you got to unfold it first, I think.
There we go. Unload here? Was that the... Nope.
No, you should just be able to put it above the bin, and then when the trailer comes in, it'll be good.
Yes, there's no mods on this. It is base DLC. All DLCs.
Oh, you got the little baler.
Yes, we will have the DLCs on. DLCs are going to be on. I can't tell. This one's hard. It's hard to tell if you're over the top. I think I went past. Stop. Okay, right there.
That depends where you put your thumb.
I'm gonna go up there and see what it looks like. American Falls is another map. I love the little motor sound that it makes. We need to back up just a hair more. Nope, that's forward. I gotta walk all the way back up. Yeah, unfortunately, I pressed the wrong one, so it went the wrong way, and now I have no idea how far I had to move. I'm hoping this is the right amount that I move. Oh, nope, too much. God dang it. Just a hair. Okay, that's good. Let's go back up and check, but I think we're good.
When we set those up in real life on the farm I was working on, we had one guy sitting up on top of the bin.
Yeah, telling you where to do it.
Yeah, and
Are they
because the one we had doesn't self-drive, it tows behind a tractor.
Okay. Oh, wow,
And,
that's really finicky.
yeah. And because it's so high up, right, and you've got such a long spout sticking out past the wheels, they swing everywhere.
Right.
It's so scary. They kind of look somewhat
44.
unstable in Farm Sim, but yeah, they're worse in real life.
Great. Yeah, I think this tractor might even have enough power. How many horsepower is this little guy?
I think it's like 95. I think if you got the big one.
Yeah,
Big
I got the bigger one. I was gonna check him out now. Let's see here.
If it can't run the subsoiler, it can definitely run this little baler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's take a look. Subsoiler. No, I'm looking at the tractor. Small tractor. 95 horsepower. Ah!
sorry,
Yeah,
lag spikes.
I'll run it in a minute. Let me. If you want to start plowing that field under, I'm gonna go grab the other one because we're gonna need it.
Oh yeah.
Once Micah starts to unload, we're gonna need that also. So, yeah, we're still playing Railroads Online. We'll be doing that tomorrow night. So,
Something you might want to look at if you're going to use that little baler is the stacker for it. You know, the Arcusan thing that stacks like 14 of those mini bales into one normal size bale?
Yep.
Otherwise, we're going to have to pick up all those little bales. It's going to suck.
Probably
do something to do?
we'll probably start around. It all depends on the baby. 44. I've got the baby tomorrow, so it may be after my wife comes home. So around the same time, maybe like 8 o'clock, but it might be early. I try to run it in the afternoon, but we'll have to see. Then again, if I can run it later, then the Australian dudes can join. So maybe I'll just try to do it tomorrow night after the day
You
is
have
over.
Australian dudes?
Yeah, Boomer and Dawsey.
Oh.
You're like, oh.
I can only apologize.
Yeah.
I can only apologize.
It's so funny. Like sometimes I can't hear what Dawsey says because we're like live. But then like I went back to listen to the recording and some of the things he says are really funny. Like he swore, and then he's like, "Oh, those bloody Australians always swearing." Like he said that under his breath. Oh, he cracks me up. And like he said something about he said something about Micah being at the bar because he's like, somebody said, "Where's Micah?" And he's like, "Oh, he's at the bar." But he like mumbled it, so like as I start to pick that stuff up, I'm like, "Oh my god, he's hilarious."
I think profanity is hard coded into the Australian dialect.
It is. It is. The music, the worship leader at our church is from Australia, and he's like, yeah, I definitely don't, talk the way I do back home. He's like, we swear a lot. We swear an awful lot. I mean, I think Americans do a lot too, but only with people they're comfortable with. They don't do it like in public as often.
Yeah, it's just a permanent part of the Australian language.
Right.
New Zealand's probably just as bad too, to be fair.
He said, no, we fudging don't. Yes, I mean, there's good American maps too. The nice thing about the European maps developmenter is a lot of times the field size is a lot smaller. It's a plus and a minus. It's a minus because you don't make as much money per harvest, but it's a plus because it's a lot easier to manage. So it's kind of a trade-off. But like here, you get to use a lot smaller equipment. Most of the equipment in this game is European anyway.
Sorry.
It seems like.
Fine, I'll just drive around you.
This one we don't need yet, but because we're not unloading anything. But whoa, stop! Oh God, I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see.
That one? It slots in underneath that.
Oh,
Yeah, you got it in the right spot.
Oh, we lost Kyle. I thought he was gonna join, but he hath disappeared. Maybe he'll come back when he gets his stuff.
I don't dare to put cruise control on tonight because these lag spikes are going to put me halfway across the map before I
Oh.
manage to turn it off.
Oh, don't forget to buy the washer
Oh, right.
and the repair and fuel.
Right. Though on Twitch it's not as bad because we end up talking. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Hang on, I want this. Yeah, that's what I want. Start filling overview. Right. Wait a minute. What? Oh, there we go. That's what I want.
I refuse to wash any vehicles. I do it for a job. I'm not going to do it in farm sim.
I do it as a job.
Oh, do you do like a detailing company or something?
Yeah, I work at a farm equipment shop during the winter, and yeah, 90% of the work
Oh.
is pressure washing vehicles.
I bet.
Oh, in the winter, cold,
So-
and you gotta wash the vehicles.
This is the Valley,
Yeah.
the old farm, Red Alpha. Sorry, I know you've asked like 3 times, and I apologize. Chat's flying tonight, so. And I'm trying to keep my eyes on everything that's going on. We'll get the washer when we're done with all this stuff. We probably need to buy another tractor or 2, though. Right now we're doing okay.
Depends how many people you have on, really.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's great that you got the harvester, like the header hooked up to the.
Yeah.
That was smart. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that's how we always did it back home. It's a lot easier than trying to back a combine up to a trailer and lug it around with a machine that's already way too big for the road.
Actually, this baler can take a trailer too, can it?
Can that one? I don't know.
It's got a hitch.
Oh,
In real
I know
life, you'd hitch a trailer and throw it to people behind you. You know.
yeah, I know there's a little baler on the mod hub it's a conventional like that one, but it sticks out the side, and you can put a thrower on the back of it, and then have a
right.
trailer behind that, and it just throws them in.
I like my machines dirty. Okay, so what were we talking about, Micah? We've got
Washer, repair, and fuel.
washer, repair, and fuel. Okay. That's going to be for the farm to build. But we'll do that in a little bit. But it's been hit or miss. I mean, we've had some work here and there, and then it gets real quiet, and then we get busy again, and then it gets quiet. So this weekend was busy, and then now it's quiet. I don't mind, honestly. I'm ready for things to calm down a
This
little
might
bit.
just be bringing up small rocks on this.
How many horsepower does yours have?
180.
So really, this is kind of the...
Well, you're gonna need another tractor besides 2.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
No, I would say right away.
Well, it's only 3 of us.
Well,
As soon as we're done
Still.
harvesting, though, one of us doesn't have a tractor to drive.
True.
I would just get
If you-
another C6 again.
No, that I got fired a long time ago. Let's see here. Where's the... I haven't worked for them for a while. Well, let go. Technically. We have a culti plow. Is there ever a case where we're going to want a cultivator?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
You
that
don't
hap-
want to be using this unnecessarily. This is really only when a field needs plowing.
So if I buy this Amazon, it's got both built into it. Oh, it's actually that... You know what? This
You know
is
what we
a-
also need? We need also
Oh,
need
it's
something to
220.
pick up the bales with.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Let's see. I'm just trying to find a seeder here first, though. See, this one. Okay, so this one's 3 meters. This is the one that we can horsepower wise do, though. Oh yeah, that
Maybe-
happened back in August.
I don't know if you want to wait on a seeder until you've got a couple of mods, because then you can get like a 6 meter seeder that we can actually pull with this horsepower.
It's too late. There's that. Too late. Too late, pilot. Yeah, it's too late. I already bought a seeder.
Have you bought a planter yet?
Yes.
Which one did you get?
The little one. It's very little. Yes, the Valley, the old farm is correct. And let's see. They over budgeted and they overspent over their budget and had to let somebody go, and it was me because I was the newest person. Very simple version of what happened, but going back, and I was able to talk to one of my ex-employees after, or ex co-workers after it happened, and he happened to be a higher up in the same level as my boss, and that was the reasoning. He was like, "Yeah, this sucks that this happened, but that's where we're at." He's like, I tried to get them not to do it, but they screwed up. She was like 3 times over budget, so yeah, maybe. All right, so there we go. So we got the bale stacker. We're still probably gonna have to move those with a heavier tractor because no trailer as of yet. We're slowly spending all our money. This is what we do when we first start a farm. We get millions of dollars and then spend it all. How's that little harvester, Micah?
Just fine. Nice thing is it's got a pretty big tank. So for the smallest harvester.
Yeah, no, this wasn't a union job, so it's as a county employee for the IT department, they're not union positions, so yeah, I'm not even considered laid off. They fired me, but they did it because they were over budget.
I didn't stop. I should have stopped.
When they fired me, I'm like, well, why? It's not a good fit. I'm like, okay.
What are you saying? I'm fat? That's what you should have said.
No, because the other guy's fatter than me and had all kinds of health problems. So, but he'd been around longer. It's all right. It was a bad fit. I'm glad to be out of there, to be honest with you. My wife's making money now, and I'm making money with my business, and you know, I'm making the same amount that I was making, and she's making double what I'm making. So we're okay. And I honestly, for me, the hardest part about that job was like working for a week and making the same amount that I make on a Saturday. And that's really frustrating. The only benefit that I had from there, and the reason why I stayed, was because of the health care. But I'm just going to have to figure something else out.
Moved to Canada, we got free healthcare, and it sucks.
Yeah. I heard it was wonderful.
It's really not.
It's really not? Okay. I've heard both. Like my friend has it, and he's like, yeah, it can be good, but it's also terrible.
Like, it's free, but you end up waiting 3 years to see a doctor.
Oh, geez. I mean,
Well, really, you shouldn't say it's free because it's paid for through your taxes.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
not
there's
really
that.
free.
Yeah.
It's paid for.
It's paid for.
But is it worth the price? Is what the real
Well,
question would be.
I mean, deductions on paychecks in Canada are lower than most states in America still.
Really? Oof.
Yeah. And minimum wage is higher.
I know. But then again, at the same time, and not to bust on the free market system, but I think it's pretty much, you have to wait 2 or 3 months to get a doctor in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
Like right now, like if you want a doctor's appointment, you're going to be waiting for a serious amount of time before you get one.
As far as
So-
healthcare goes, I think New Zealand's got it pretty much nailed.
Are they good at it?
It's partially subsidized.
There you go. Excuse me. Yeah, I've heard really bad things about the VA. I mean, sometimes you got to let people go. And like I said, I'm not saying that I mean, I guess, I don't know. I wasn't upset when they fired me. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, we could argue about this, but I'm not going to.
Momentarily upset, overall relieved.
I know. I told her, I said, because I said to her, I'm like, you know, the reason they gave for me to fire, I'm like, well, isn't that something that we could have just talked about? She's like, well, you're in your probationary period. I'm like, actually, no, I'm not. I got out of my probationary period like 7 or 8 weeks ago. You know, they didn't even know. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna have to tell the whole dang story again. All right, here's how it went down.
Story time.
Story time. Yeah. Hey, they had a big meeting with. Yeah, they can fire you for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. Yes, they can do anything that they want. Yeah, I'm sure right before I got fired, they had this big contractor that they signed up with for a year. They're called BPI. They are a consulting firm that does like server maintenance. So they got into this $10,000 a month agreement with them, thinking that they were going to have somebody on site, and they didn't. So they're paying $10,000 a month for you to put a ticket in and wait 24 hours to get a response. And that's $10,000 a month. And they're like, we don't want to pay this anymore. And she thought when they hired me that they were going to be able to get out of that contract. Well, the bigwigs from that company came in and they basically told her that, hey, if you try to get rid of us, we'll sue you. And no, you will not get rid of us. And so immediately after that meeting was over, I get a call to go down to the HR office. I'm like, what's this about? And they fired me on the spot. So I later asked what was going on, and she, the reason they gave for firing me was because I was clocking in I'd pull into the parking lot and clock in and then get my stuff out of the car and walk in on my phone. And, you know, because a lot of times we were in different places. I wasn't always at the facility clocking in. We'd clock in all over the place because a lot of times I'd start somewhere else or go to a different location. And so we just clock in wherever we started. And she's like, well, you know, we're firing you because you clocked in the parking lot and you're supposed to clock in the office. And I'm like, okay. No, I mean, it was a really good environment until all this happened. And so I'm kind of like, well, isn't that something you could have just like pulled me aside and said, you know, like, you can't do that, do it this way? I mean, no big deal. Like, I'd be glad to change that, you know.
A weak excuse.
I know. And I said, but, you know, I said, obviously you've already made your mind up or we wouldn't be here. So, because she's like, well, there's other reasons too. And I'm like, okay. I said, so no matter what I say, this is over. So I'm not going to argue with you about it. Whatever. I appreciate the opportunity and, you know, have a nice life. And when I went back,
yeah, you can't pick those up with the thing on there.
It's the wrong one, because the yellow one has the tunnel for it.
My, hang on, sounds like you should have coded the server. No, I wasn't doing the server stuff. And, you know, I was okay with it. I'm just like, all right, whatever. But I was a little disappointed because I'm like, man, I really, I wish, you know, I would, you know, could have done something different because you feel bad. Like, maybe if I could have changed this or that. Well, then I talked to one of the other guys that works there as a contractor, and he's friends with my boss's counterpart, I guess you could say, like from the other department, and they know each other. And he's like, yeah, we had to let Arthur go because I'm you know, friends with him, and he's like, why? And he's like, well, they told him whatever, like some BS reason why. He's like, but they let him go because she spent 3 times over budget, and then she couldn't cancel the BPI contract, and because she couldn't cancel the contract, she was told she had to get rid of somebody. So I'm like, oh, yeah, and that was it. It's basically so I don't get an unemployment, right? So there you go. There's the whole story. So I was, you know, at least it made me feel better.
America.
Right. It made me feel a little bit better because I'm like, well, at least it wasn't like totally my fault. If it was my fault at all, like they just were looking for a reason to fire me, and
Right. Yeah.
you know, no matter what I did, I was going to get the axe anyway. So, but like I said, after a couple days of being out of there, I'm like, yeah. My wife was like, I've got you back. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you're not like all stressed out anymore. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Have you been playing Star Citizen again?
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I'm not. And the funny part is I made way more money in the last 3 months than I had working for them at all. So, you know, it's just correct. If you get fired, you can't get unemployment. That's correct. And Ohio is you can get fired for any reason state. So they don't even have to give a reason. They can just fire you. So yeah, lovely. So I did not get unemployment, no. But I couldn't have claimed it anyway because I was working and making more money than I did at work. So if you make an income at all, you have to report it, and then they don't give you your unemployment. So no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could probably get away with Twitch because it only gets. Here's how it worked, at least when I was doing the COVID unemployment stuff, because it did kill our business. During the weeks that I had my YouTube and Twitch come in, and thankfully they came in on the same week, I would not be able to claim unemployment because I got payments in. And so I would really try hard to get everybody to pay on the same week. And so I would get like 1 week I would make like $3,000, and then like for the rest of the month I was able to collect unemployment. But you can't make any money at all, or they don't give you your unemployment. So yeah, it's a little tricky. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to. All right, Jay, have fun.
Should I go get the bale collector so I can get some of these out of the way?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Where do you want the trailer left, Micah?
Oh, anywhere's fine.
The hot tub stream. No.
Like, you know, any of these empty areas where Arthur's, where the baler's gone through is fine, or yeah, at the end there, that's good.
Yeah, and that's how I feel too as well, Joe. Like I said, in the long run, I'm like, man, it's better off, you know.
And there's bales everywhere.
Yeah, I went over to the corner and moved the bales away from that straw so Arthur could get that straw.
It's a tough world, and it's, you know, I don't know. I just don't. I'm definitely ADHD. I mean, there's something wrong with me, and I always felt like that whenever I'm in a work environment, like my boss, Jonah, not the guy that fired me, but the person underneath my boss. Sharon was my boss. Well, Susan, she's got like a bunch of names. She's
Karen.
no, her name is Shushan. She's Libyan, I think. But anyway, people call her Sharon and they call her Susan. Either way, she's happy either way. No, thanks. No, that's like a nightmare. No way. I don't deal with people, man. All my photographs are dealing with buildings and stuff. I don't. Taking pictures of kids for like $12 an hour. Shoot me. Or less. Usually it's like $8 an hour. Like those things are horrible. We have a place that we actually have a Santa Claus a Christmas museum in Medina. It's pretty big, and people come from all over to see it. And oh Lord, they're like, yeah, we'll pay you $8 an hour to be a photographer. I'm like, nope, thanks anyway. No. I'm like, I actually make more on Twitch, believe it or not. You thought I did weddings. Yeah, I do weddings on Saturdays. It's 1 day a week, and I don't have to tell anybody to do anything because I'm not a photographer on the weddings. I'm video. I do, and I'm second video. So there's a main guy that kind of directs everything, and then he just tells me what to film. He's like, hey, get over there and film that. I'm like, okay. So I don't have to deal with the people. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have to deal with anybody. That's, to me, it's more just like trying to get people to smile and tell the kid to shut up and, have the dog look this way with his ears perked up. And it's like, no, thank you. I've done it all. I'm over that. So as a second videographer, I run the drone. I hang in the back. I stand on the right side of the ceremony with the zoom lens and catch them coming down the aisle. I don't have to tell anybody to do anything or pose any way or smile or anything like that. I do eat the food, yes. Usually it's small portions, but good for the most part. No thanks. I don't want to get into weird stuff either. There you go. I use my 6D Mark II for all the video stuff. Oh yeah, you're supposed to. Yes, that is something that we put in our contract is the food. Because we're there all day. We almost never get a chance to eat until dinner. So we tell people, like, look, we really got to eat. Like, you got to feed us, please.
Drinks if there's an open bar. Okay.
Right. I mean, some of the guys do drink, but I'm not. That's not me. I don't.
I know. Just,
Is crop destruction on, Arthur?
Yes.
Okay.
You're like, shoot.
I just need to know if I can drive through the crop to pick up a bale or not.
There you go, Cameo. Yeah, do not. No. It probably flipped in there, huh? I forget how many of these little Heston bales you make, man. They're just all over the place. You're so cute.
That's where that one that throws them into the trailer as you go is good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I figured it'd be a good one. Take your time, fly slow until you get good at it. I can't do the FPV stuff. I get motion sick. It sucks. But it's fun.
I had a Mavic Pro when I went down to the States for harvest. Then I crashed it into a swath.
Oh god. Mavic 2 Pro?
No, the Air 2S.
2, okay. Oh, okay. All right. The little one.
Not the little one. Like the medium-sized one.
I've got the Mavic 2 Pro, and it's the second one. It's the second one I've had. Eventually, I'll be getting. I think the Air 2S is what I'm looking. Whatever the newest one is, that's their little one.
Yeah.
That's probably
It's
going to be my next
drone.
one.
Just be careful with the sensors on the bottom that are supposed to stop it running into the ground.
Yes.
They don't work.
Yeah, I'm an old school RC pilot. I don't rely on those sensors. I actually hate them. I turn them off half the time.
I was using them because I was trying to get really like skimming shots along the ground.
Yes.
And then there was a hill and it didn't come up with the terrain. The thing is, the drone itself is still fine. It flies perfectly well, but the camera is twisted back into the body, so there's kind of no point.
Yeah, I've almost done that before. Oh my gosh, why do you have the cedar on the front? Just for fun.
I needed a weight block.
Don't you? The other weight's not big enough, huh?
So I left it down at the store because I figured I may as well bring this back at the same time.
Okay.
Multitasking. Efficiency.
That is very efficient.
When I go back down, I'll pick up the planter on the front and bring the stone picker back on the back. Now, visibility coming down the road, we're not going to talk about it.
Air 2 are disabled in sport mode. There you go. I don't usually fly in sport mode,
Yeah.
though. I do. It's too fast. I
No,
don't.
sport mode's too fast and too twitchy
Yeah.
to get good clips. When I pick these up, Arthur, do you want me to dump the big bales just on the field here, or should I take them back one at a time to the yard?
I can bring them back later with the forklift.
Okay. Yeah, because I could take them back, but it's going to take a long time. What's the unload? No.
See, now that's weird that the drone. Which drone is it that you guys watch, Joe? That's usually a sign that it's not getting a good GPS signal. I hate when they do that. That's what made me sick. My friend's drone wasn't balanced right, and it kept slipping to the side, and it made me really airsick very quickly because it was going in directions that I wasn't telling it to go, and that just right away I was like, "Whoa, okay, get it off." I mean, Curtis, take the controls.
Micah, just let me know when that trailer's starting to get full. I'll switch and empty it.
Okay.
What would be fun for me for FPV, and I might try this at some point, would be like a big glider. They used to have one that you could throw up, and it would fly up to like 300 feet, and then just make a big orbit and circle till you switch the radio off, and then or switched it to like takeover mode. Then you take it over and fly it. But you could launch it, let it go up, and get your VR gear together, and then take over. It was a pretty neat device. Cool. Yeah, I forget who made it. Somebody. It was expensive. It was like, I want to say it was like $2,000 or $3,000, but it was a pretty cool thing.
One of the favorite RC things I ever had, I've actually still got it, is a rock crawler.
I love those.
Yeah,
I've got
they're a lot of fun.
I've got the TRX4. I've got the Vitera Ascender, which is my absolute all-time favorite. That's the best one I've ever owned. I've had that for like 7 or 8 years. I've beat the crap out of it. It's been in the river like 4,000 times, and it's.
Yeah.
I put it together and put like these really crappy, cheap like Chinese electronics in it, and that thing is bulletproof. It just goes and goes and goes. It'll run for 3 hours on one battery. I mean, it's amazing. That little truck is amazing. I've got the. Did you see my video with the Jeep body where I put the Cherokee body on it?
Actually, I do think I remember seeing that. Yeah,
it's a green Cherokee. Yeah, that's what I'm running now. It's so cool. That truck is so cool. But and then I have it's the Trailfinder 2 with the Chevy Blazer body.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That truck is surprisingly good. I had a lot of trouble with it. Like at the start, I had all kinds of issues with it. Things would break, and I finally got the right pieces in there. Hey, have a good night, Cameo. And once that was done, like then it's been really good. It's been like surprisingly good for a scaler truck. It actually climbs really well because it's really heavy. It's like 3 times as heavy as the Vitera.
Yeah.
It's a benefit because it climbs really well. That weight lets it grip. But it's bad because if it flips or falls, it's just heavy, so it breaks itself. So you kind of got to be really careful with it.
Wait a minute. Does that thing make the little bales into big bales?
No.
Yep.
One giant bale, yes, but then you can split them up too.
Yeah, but it's the same. This bale is the same size as one large square bale, so you can actually pick it up with the other Akuzen stacker if you really wanted to.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
My only problem with it is the animations are so slow.
Right.
You can only pick up like one bale every 30 seconds or something.
Oh.
And there are a lot of bales here.
The Predator's only around 4 million. It's pretty cheap, Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, and then I have the Traxxas TRX4. Like I said, that's my absolute worst crawler. And they have so many cool bodies for it, but I really wanted it to be better. But the electronics went bad. Now, Micah's had good luck with his.
Excellent.
The one I've got's an Axial SCX10.
Those are amazing. They have, I think the 10.4 is out now.
Yeah, I got the last.
10.3.
What was it? I got the last one in the store I went to of the model I've got. They don't make them anymore.
Yes, we'll be doing this once in a while here, Taylor. Probably once a week if I can. Yeah, so I was super disappointed in the Traxxas quality. I just both of the differential servos went bad. The steering servo never was good. It eats batteries in like 10 minutes. They used, instead of using stainless steel, they used like crappy. All my bolts are rusted out. I'm just like, are you serious? Like, what? How can you make a truck that goes in water and use regular, like, just cheap metal? But they did. And the thing that made me mad about it is the price, because like all my other trucks were cheaper, and they all have stainless steel. You know, everything is stainless steel, so they don't rust. But that truck, everything's rusted out, and it was like $500.
With the Chevy.
That's right, basically, yeah. But they came out with so many cool ones after. Like I have the TRX4, which was with the Land Rover body. That was the original one. And then they came out with like the Chevy Blazer, and they came out with a really nice looking Ford Bronco, like the original Bronco, and they got a ton of cool ones out there, but they're just I won't buy them again because of the problems. So
Leg. I ran over a little bit of crop.
yeah, and it still works. I mean, to its credit, the truck is still running. I mean, the gearbox is kind of going, but that's because my son doesn't know how to shift it properly, and I think he wore it out.
Oh, wait, they have working gearboxes?
Yeah, both the Traxxas and my the Blazer, my Chevy Blazer, the RC 4-wheel drive one. It's a 2-speed transmission.
Oh, cool.
But you have to stop. Like you come to a stop and click it, and you hear it go, zzz, zzz, and then you move it forward again. Yeah.
That's kind of like a high-low range.
Yeah. Right. The whole drivetrain's plastic, right? That's correct, Zwajo. But you would get the crawlers. I don't get the RC speed trucks either. Now I like the slower speed, like monster trucks and stuff, because they're fun to like go over jumps and like run around on gravel. But after a while, that gets boring. But the thing that I like about the crawlers is that everywhere you go, there's an adventure, and you got to really think your way through a lot of stuff. It's not just going as fast as you possibly can. Like Micah, when I went out to visit Micah about a year ago, Micah, when we went trucking, we went out to this construction site, and there were puddles and like giant mountains of gravel and dirt and mud, and we were just driving back and forth like a safari, like making our way through this huge jungle of mud.
Sometimes getting those Baja looking trucks, they're not all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
They're like 2-wheel drive.
yeah.
I get that out and I go to like a baseball diamond.
Oh, yeah,
man,
and
those things are so much fun.
Kicking the dirt, the Baja trucks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do they call those? Trophy trucks.
Yeah, the trophy truck. I didn't get the 4-wheel drive. I just got the 2-wheel drive, and that thing is a blast.
Yeah, they're cool. So I have a lot of I have monster trucks and stuff like that I bought for the kids, and I have one of them. I have it to my Blackfoot, which is an older. I think it's an original. I'm kind of careful with it though, because it's old, and so the plastic snaps, and so it's always breaking. But
in the city
it's
near
fun.
me, there's a whole bunch of guys that get quite into that, and there's a bunch of them that have like the actual working excavators and bulldozers and stuff like that too.
Oh, those are cool too. Yeah, RC
like the
Sparks.
actual hydraulic powered ones.
I know those are expensive.
$10,000.
And there's a spot under a bridge where a bunch of guys have taken all the construction tools and made tracks
Oh my gosh,
in
that's
the dirt
hilarious.
under this bridge. And so we go down there, and they're narrower than your wheelbase and stuff like that. So it's that's always
pretty
fun
funny.
crawling through there. And it's right by the river, so then you can just go down in the water and crawl through the rocks on the river.
He's using it as a counterweight.
Plus, I didn't want to just drop it in the field. You know?
You gotta watch though. Don't they like cancel people's accounts now for having ad blockers? BT, be careful, as I've heard. I think one of my kids, I think, said he kept his ad blocker on and they canceled his account. Oh, that looks cool, Zwajo. That sounds cool. It's a good way to crash your airplanes.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so difficult from the perspective of standing on the ground.
Right.
Too. Like I can't even play War Thunder first person. Gonna cut behind you, Micah. Oh no, you're backing up.
sorry.
Okay.
I always just let all the hay build up right there.
Oh yeah.
She just shoved you out of the way. Gotta pick up these bales. Look out.
I feel like somebody's following me.
So, what do you think? Should we get a flatbed trailer then too, and be it to move the bales and like move pig food around and stuff?
We should just get an Arcusan stacker.
Another one?
The
Like
big
the
one.
big stacker?
Pick up the big bales and make a big stack of.
No.
What is it? 14. What's 14 times 14? 186
186 Heston bales.
little bales all in one stack.
What about
What are you doing? Oh, it's lag.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. That took me halfway across the field in one go. I didn't actually hit any crop.
Oh, that's a good point. Don't use Chrome.
Chrome is such a good browser, though.
I know. I have Firefox. I use Firefox for my business stuff and Chrome for my personal stuff. That way the auto saves don't like overlap. All right, I'm gonna let you make some more here. I'm gonna go to the store.
There are so many tire tracks on this field. I have in my graphics settings, I have my tire track distance set to 1000%, so they almost never despawn.
Okay. Yeah, I would not say the RC car. I mean, it depends. There are RC toys that are like $40 from Walmart or whatever, but yeah, the actual RC stuff is for adults. It's too expensive for to be for kids. That's hilarious, Wajo. Yep, kids slinging square bales. Yep, we still see them. Yep.
Yep, that was my first job. Alfalfa hay.
Oh yeah.
And that stuff that'll rip your hands to shreds if you don't wear gloves.
Really?
And in
It's
the
pretty
heat of
sharp.
summer, you got to wear 2 pairs of jeans so it doesn't rip your thighs to shreds when you're picking them up too.
Really? I didn't know it was that sharp.
Yeah, it's horrible stuff.
Straw's pretty sharp too, huh?
Yeah, but straw is kind of squishy,
Okay, so it's a little bit. You can
so
deal with it.
it's not as like abrasive on your skin.
I just blew through that intersection. Hopefully it was clear.
The nice thing with when I was picking up these
Oh,
square
boy.
bales is they still used organic bale twine. Now they use all the synthetic stuff, and that's like nylon. That'll cut your hands wide.
Oh, yes, it will. Yeah, that stuff's nasty.
Makes a
Okay,
good rope though.
Ow!
As kids, we always used to collect all the baling twine off the farm, and the stuff that got cut off bales, and we
Yeah.
would braid it into ropes, and then braid those into a bigger rope, and I think I ended up with like 50 feet of 4-inch thick rope at one point.
How heavy would you say that those bales are?
Like these bales that we're
The
picking up
14.
now? Oh, the big ones? I can
Yeah.
tell you here, hold on. They are 448 kilograms.
448. Half a ton. Jeez. So if I get a 600 weight, is that enough? 600 kilograms?
I always go with 1,000.
Honestly, with the tractor, it depends which tractor you want to pick them up with.
The
The
little
tractor
one.
I'm driving will pick them up, no problem.
Yeah, for mine.
For yours, the biggest weight you can possibly get.
Really?
Oh yeah, you're gonna need it. I would go like the 1100.
That's the one I always buy is the 1,100.
Yeah.
I'd go 1100. Let's see. Low loaders. No. Where's the bale technology?
Actually, the one off of this tractor is sitting down there at the store. Right, it must be right next to you there somewhere.
No. Oh yeah, but I want 2 of them. That way we both have them.
Okay.
Oh, what did I do? There we go. Oh, it would help if I got forks. Like, oh yeah, I'll just get that and forget the bale forks. Hang on. No, front loader stuff. Skid steer, front loader tools. And I need
I'm excited for
Pokey's
the
bale
release
spike.
of this new DLC because it's at the
I
same
know.
time I'm going to get the new side panel.
Oh,
Oh, lucky boy.
let us
I
know if
pre-ordered
you
it.
ever have to keep reinstalling the buttons.
Reinstalling the buttons?
Like, let me see. Yeah, because so my big complaint, and I was fussy about it the other night, and I apologize for being fussy, but I stopped using the controllers, and I just went back to my regular Xbox, GameCube controller, whatever, because I got tired of every time I would change a joystick or a numeration got changed, it would completely forget all my controls. It doesn't save per joystick, it saves per number. So let's say I have steering wheel joystick 1, side panel joystick 2, shifter joystick 3, and then I play a game and I leave the stick shift off, and I come back into Farm Sim. Now they've shifted numbers and the shifter's now joystick 1, and everything. So Farm Sim then gets rid of it, and it doesn't remember that that's what you were using. And I've had that happen multiple times, and so I just quit using it.
My Farm Sim saves them for the name of the controller, so I get SciTech side panel button 16.
But does it keep that information when you restart? Like if something like that happens, I kept having to do weird stuff where it would erase, and with the multiple controllers, it would like erase everything that I was doing, and then I finally got tired of it and gave up.
I never had that problem.
Yeah, and I had dead zone problems too, like Big Tall Man said. Okay, I'll have to try it again at some point, though. I'm in the place where I'm just comfortable playing it with my controller, so I don't know that I would ever go back. Farm Sim's kind of one that I like to play from the outside.
Yeah.
The graphics still aren't at the level where like playing from the cockpit's that exciting, unless you're doing hay or something.
Yeah, and I got the head tracker thinking it'd be amazing, and I don't use it for Farm Sim anymore.
Right. Yeah, because I have it too, and I don't either.
Yeah. I use
great.
it for ATS
And Star Citizen, Flight Sim.
Oh yeah, Elite Dangerous is the other one.
Elite Dangerous,
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't work in Farm Sim. You don't get like a depth of vision or whatever, like a perspective.
Right.
Yeah, the new side panel looks like it should be good. I'm just curious to see whether I'm going to need 3 USB ports or whether they are kind of like the Logitech system where they'll all go into one.
I hope they all go into one.
Yeah. And since it's designed for Farm Sim, I'm hoping it works a little bit more stable.
Lemon heads. That sounds good. She wa lemon.
Have I even made it into these bales yet?
Yeah, I mean, you got a bunch of them stacked or put into stacks. Oh my gosh, some of the Lego sets are so. That's why like the Kobe stuff is cheaper. It's still expensive, but Lego is yeah. But there's so many cool sets. Like I was
Have
looking,
you seen how big those sets are now too?
the Lego sets.
like,
Yeah, they're awesome.
I swear when I was a kid, we never had Lego sets that took up an entire dining room table.
Right. Yeah, my
Like, I
son.
think the biggest one I ever had was a...
Stop.
Who's stopping?
What's the matter, Micah? Oh, he hired a worker by mistake.
I was like hitting the brakes and it wasn't doing anything. I was like, where's this thing going?
My son got Rivendell, the Lord of the Rings kit.
Oh, cool.
That thing is so cool. It's so huge, though. I'll have to try it out. Zwajo. Probably not for a couple weeks, but yeah, I'll definitely try it out. It's. I'll do a Ranch Sims here video or series. Yeah, this picks it up no problem.
I would love to
with that.
find a game that can match Farm Sim for quality, to force Farm Sim to start upping their game.
I haven't found one yet that's even close.
Yeah, I know.
Farm Experts.
Cattle and Crops promised it, but then they kind of died.
Yeah. Farm Expert came really close. No, they didn't. They had massive bugs, and nothing ever worked. But it was a fun game.
And they're also basic too. The other games that come out. You know, it's
no
seed a field, harvest a field.
Farm Expert.
Farmer's Dynasty was pretty good.
Yeah, the Farmer's Dynasty was the predecessor or the successor
Farm Expert.
of Farm Expert. Yeah, Farm Expert had a full calendar year.
Yep.
They had animal husbandry with actual animals multiplying and stuff like that, and they would die if you didn't feed them.
Greenhouses.
Yep, you had the greenhouses and orchards with orchard tractors and all the equipment. I mean, they were way ahead of Farm Sim on all that stuff. It just was a terrible game. It was done in like the worst, but it actually not even that. And the thing that makes me so angry about all of it is that they even had working screens in the tractor. So when you would use your baler and stuff, you could see out the back of the tractor and you could see the implement working.
That is coming to Farm
And they
Sim
had
very
crop
soon,
dusting.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, and they had crop. Now the crop dusting. Granted, you would pick what you wanted done to the field, and then you'd see the crop duster fly over.
That's
Right,
kinda
but still,
cool.
why isn't that an option in this game?
Right, it was cool.
You know?
In 19, we had a mod that you could hire contractors to do work on a field for you.
Yeah, and they had that. What they would do in this game when you would hire contractors, the only they would do all the field work, which was great. But if you tried to get them to harvest, and then the harvester would get lost, you'd lose everything. Like you whatever was in the harvester is gone. So that was a big bug, yeah. But they even had cool stuff where they did like the orchard stuff. You could either get like the expensive harvester like we have, or they had trailers, and when you put the trailer on the back and drive into the orchard, guys would appear on the trailer, and they would actually take the fruit off the tree and put it in a pallet, and then push the pallet off the back of the trailer. And later you'd have to go back in and actually hand pick up the cart and put them on the cart and drive them to the shop and sell them.
That is cool.
It was so cool.
It just the graphics weren't great.
Yeah, the graphics were terrible, and you know, it was buggy, but they had everything that Farm Sim has now, like right now, plus more still. And their calendar system was still better than Farm Sim's calendar.
Yeah, Farm Sim's calendar is terrible. When they decided to implement seasons to base game and we lost the seasons mod, it went to crap.
Yeah, I mean, I like it though, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not.
We got seasons light. We didn't get seasons.
Course play. There you go. Seasons light.
Now with the new DLC, one of the cool things I'm looking forward to is I think it's an onion harvester that leaves crates in the field as it goes.
What was this?
Be cool.
Oh, the carrot harvester. Yeah.
Yeah, that leaves crates as it harvests.
But that's what I was saying. That's like Farm Expert had that back in 2016.
Yeah.
That's why it's so frustrating. I'm just like, oh. Anyway, that's. Hang on. So I missed all these comments. I got to see. That's true, Taylor. The mods, the nice thing about Farm Sim is that we do get mods that do help the game get better. Developmenter wants physics snow runner, BMG physics, snow runner, mud and snow, Farm Sim modules. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing too. Okay, Farm Expert has deformable terrain on the fields. When you plow, it actually plows the fields, and the tractor goes blah, 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 as it drives over the 3D bumps that are on the field. The cultivator smooths it back out again, and then you have the seeders, and they make it even smoother.
But how big was the map?
Small, and the fields were small, and you could only plow on the fields. So they did it by giving you certain areas that were deformable. But that was smart, and it worked.
Yeah.
And so
With the open worldness of Farm Sim, that wouldn't be possible without like the NASA computer running the game.
correct.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have it. It's just that we don't have the compute power. It probably will never. All right.
Unless they really improve their engine. I'm hoping.
And that's how Farmer's Dynasty is with the fields.
Yeah, Farmer's Dynasty also does it. It's even. I don't know if it's more clunky. It's Farmer's Dynasty is a long dive. You got to go a long way before you get anywhere in that game. But it's a good game.
Yeah.
Except for on the Switch where they disable half the stuff. But
As much as I want all the cool features to come in the next version of Farm Sim, I would be happiest if they left the game exactly how it was and purely did optimization.
right. Oh, here's another thing from Farm Expert. Complete repairable tractors with systems that you actually have to maintain.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you pull it into the shop and it shows you the electrics. You need $5 of new wires because this wore out. You need to change the oil. It costs this much. You need to, they got the detail, like all the different parts of the tractor you had to maintain.
Transmission, motor.
Yep, the motor, the
Tires.
transmission. Yep, it's so good.
Did it have effects for like if you didn't maintain it, did bad stuff happen?
Oh yeah, the tractor stopped working. It would start like stalling and stuff, or it just wouldn't turn on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you see the graphics, they're clunky, but they're on par with 22.
I think in one of your episodes, you let one of the tractors go and it died out in the field and you couldn't get it fixed.
Yes, yeah, I had to have it towed. Yep, I ran it through the water is what I did. I got into a lake. Oh. Yes, Swajo. Yep, pure farming. Yep. And then they also had the same year we had Real Farming come out too. The game called Real Farming or Real Farm, I think it was called, or something like that. Real Farmer.
What actually ever happened to Cattle and Crops?
I just
stopped hearing about it.
I think they ran out of money and they just couldn't get it. It was too big of a project and it took too long. And by the time they got it ready to get out, like 19 had come out and it was already doing a lot of the stuff that game had promised but couldn't do yet.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, well, we'd have to start all over again. The Giants is such a big development house that they just outdeveloped them. So it became, what's the word I'm looking for? Moot.
Yeah, I think once you start to do the deforming terrain, they have to limit your fields.
Yeah.
There's just no
Can
way
you
around
imagine deformable terrain on an entire map? Like, just the CPU you would need to remember all of that.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's true, Taylor. I mean, but Farm Expert is fun. I never had it. It was never. Parts of it were tedious because you had to do the plowing every year and stuff. But kind of the same thing here. I would. Oh, did the stream go down? Oh, it did. Can you guys still hear me?
I can.
So it's Twitch. I'm gonna restart the stream. Hold on, let me try again. Hold on, everybody. Don't cry.
Why do the harvesters, you sit there, you stopped harvesting, and like 5 minutes later, a thing of hay flies out the back like you just pooped something? Like why do they
Probably
do that?
it's probably lag.
Yeah.
We're back. No, the fiber is good. We didn't lose the fiber because it. I didn't get disconnected from the guys, and the Discord's still working, so that was on Twitch. Because I thought the same thing too. I'm like, oh, there goes the fiber, but no, everybody stayed connected, so it's on. That's a Twitch problem
You did robot a little bit, so I wonder if maybe it went down for just long
for like
enough
a second.
to kill the stream.
What time is this? 11 o'clock. Yeah, could be. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. If you get a chance to check out Farm Expert, man, you can't even get it anymore. I'm actually lucky that I have it. I was actually playing it the other night. It's fun. It really is. It's actually. I know what you're saying, Tay, but actually, it's not a grind, and the fields are really small. So, yeah, there was an update to Cal and Crops actually the other night. I was like, what are they doing? But yeah, you can't buy Farm Expert 17 anymore. They got rid of it from the store, so it sucks. But yeah. But it's out there. I have videos on it. You can take a look at it. The graphics are pretty good, actually. The rain actually makes it slipperier, so the tractor gets stuck more if it's raining. And you can get stuck in the mud. They have tow bars. You can actually attach one tractor to another and pull it out of the mud.
Yeah, that's cool, because I've got mods for all that for Farm Sim, but it's cool to have it without mods.
They just had it, yeah. So they really were, man. Well, there was a licensing issue because there was an agreement with Farmers Dynasty, but not, I guess, a full agreement, and something went wrong, and there was a big lawsuit between developers, and so they ended up pulling. I think the guys from Farm Expert lost, and they had to pull it. So, so yeah, it wasn't a catalog call; it was some legal issue thing. Same thing happened to if you guys remember Farm Manager, which is also a great game, which was more of like a Sim City style, but it was like for farms. That game also went through the same thing because it uses some of the same assets that they use, and they had to take it off the store for a little while, but they got their game back up and running. So. Why is that? This isn't that hard. This is what farmers do in real life, man.
I can do it when I'm playing on my own save, but there's not a chance in hell I do it here.
Not with the lag. Not with the lag.
That's part of the reason I got the head tracker too, is so I could do better loading work, but yeah, that didn't work out.
I need to get over a little bit here. I didn't. Cal and Crops is okay. It's. That one I never had fun playing. That one. Ooh, monolights. Yeah, I tried Cal and Crops. It was all right. It's basically like a crappy version of Farm Sim 19. It was like halfway between 19 and 17. Yeah, I still wouldn't. You're never gonna play it. I can guarantee you. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You'll be like, oh god, this is clunky, and then you'll just leave it. I mean, the same thing would probably happen with Farm Expert, honestly. He'd be like, oh, this is clunky. I put up with it because I'm weird and I like weird, clunky games, but...
$500 instead of You mean 50 instead of 70? Cattle and Crops can't cost $500. No game costs $500.
Wait, what's on sale by? Oh, Mono has a monolight. He's talking about a light for his camera. Yeah, that's a good deal. I don't spend any money on lighting. I should.
Even $50 for a game would be
kind of expensive, really. Yeah. Oh,
I'm thought you were talking bales when I go to bed tonight.
He thought you were talking about a game 44. Yeah, sorry. We bought a pig farm. Little did you know you were going to be baling all night, and I still have $1.9 million. We do need to build a house though, and we still need Micah's maintenance shed. We need to get some kind of maintenance shed going.
I'd just get that little trailer.
Yeah, that's the one I like too. Though I didn't load it, so we're gonna have.
That's right, the mod.
Yeah, we'll have to add that one. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Zwajo. Star Citizen canon does cost. I mean, most of it was gifts. I've put probably 150 into Star Citizen, but people have given me ships and stuff, and so I have about $600 worth of stuff in that.
I just think that's so. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Stupid.
Ridiculous.
Oh, ridiculous, but
And Mike and I are backers, but we, yes,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think I put close to 800 into it.
Yeah,
for a game studio to be asking that much money is just
I know. Well, they won't.
yeah,
I don't
so
think.
pretentious.
I think it's more the pledge and the support. They're asking for like that's how they get. Hey, you're supporting us. We'll give you this ship. I don't think it's meant to be like. This is how much the ships are going to continue to cost. Once the game is released, I have a feeling that that's all going to change.
I don't know.
I don't know though. Yeah,
That's
they
the
make a
way
lot
I
of money.
think originally was supposed to be.
But now that
because
people are
when-
paying that for this stuff, I think they'll just leave it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope not. I hope it goes back to you play the game, you earn money in game, then you buy the ships.
But that said, in all fairness, the ships are in the in game. Once you can buy them in game, they're not
Are
that
worth
expensive. No, they're not. What I'm saying is they're not that. So like you can get a really cool ship for maybe 2 or 3 weeks of hard work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not impossible to get a cool ship. Gosh, I think this trailer's moving. Every time I get close to it, it's shifting. I watched it shift.
We got to stop before you hit it then.
I'm not hitting it. The bales are making it like wig. You see it? Did you see it move? It's like
Oh, I did,
slow.
yeah.
It's slowly
Okay.
pivoting. Makes it really hard to get I'm trying to get these bales nice and straight, and it's like, wait,
It's probably
I think
because
it's 'cause
there's
there's
so many
so many.
bales.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like glitch,
many
glitch,
bales.
glitch. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say other games too that I've put money into. Probably the game I don't play anymore, World of Warships, World of Tanks. Between the two games, I've probably got $1,000 in it over the last 10 years. I used to spend a lot of money on World of Tanks and World of Warships. I look at the prices of the ships and I'm like, how do I afford these? Like, I've got probably like $600 in ships. I'm like, oh my God. But you buy one $31 here, and then like a couple months later, you buy another $30 one, and it adds up over a year or two, 3 years.
Yeah. I bought some mods for ATS, and I went and paid for them, and I was like, yeah, that's a reasonable price. I thought it was like $50 for a bunch of map packs,
Okay,
and then I paid for it through PayPal.
right.
And then I got the text from my bank to say the payment has come out of my account, and it was £50.
Oh, that's like $75.
75 US, 120 Canadian.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I forgot about the Canadian thing. Yeah, ouch.
yeah. And so I went, yeah, okay, I'm not anymore crazy.
Are you married? I didn't get the answer to that. What did you say?
I said, no, thank God.
I was going to say
would've
that's
been in
well that you're okay. My wife would have.
Now, those mods that you paid for, do those
Yeah.
get updated?
Yes, they do, and they're really good actually. I'm as I've played more on them, and Tay knows I've actually been talking to Tay about them. My ATS map now goes from Alaska all the way down through British Columbia, most of southern Canada, all the way out to the east coast of the United States and down to the bottom of Mexico.
Oh, that's cool.
So I get almost all of North America.
Back
So
in the
does that
18
mean
wheels.
ATS won't come out with Canada or Mexico?
No, it will.
It
So
will.
what will happen
I mean,
to those mods then?
Then they'll be dropped.
some of the states that are already out as the more recent DLCs were mods a long time ago. So the mods slowly get smaller. But the other thing is the ones I've got, they actually expand the existing states as well.
Oh God.
So like Washington State, I have I think double the number of cities that base game has in Washington.
I'm just realizing that some of these we're gonna have to unload some of these to make room for
It's
other.
almost like a downgrade when the
You might just
main
buy a different
game
card.
comes out, right?
Yeah, but then the mod makers update them so that it works with the new update and you get the expanded cities without needing the the rest of it.
Yeah, and you
right?
probably get some
okay.
extra back roads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
And
up,
honestly,
Chew?
Mexico is amazing. I've just done a trip. I actually just did one trip down from Fairbanks, Alaska to Durango, Mexico.
I used to have
Is it still $150 or 50 pounds?
Sorry, what was that?
Is it still the same price right now?
I think so.
Hmm.
It was
Favor.
actually it was a bunch of them.
After we're done, put some sort of like link in Tayloa's Discord, and I'll go look at it.
Is it the
Yeah,
same one that I
I've,
used, the same Mexican one that I used to have with like it had like Mexico, like you'd start in Mexico?
Was it Reformer?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
great.
that's the
Yeah,
Mexican part.
they were really
So the
nice
one
to
I've
done.
got is actually made up of
Couple different
I can't
ones.
remember how many of the mods are map because I have 52 mods, but they're not all maps.
Okay.
Now getting them to connect is the tricky part.
Oh, there's some difficulty.
You've just got to get the right order in your load order, and it took me quite a bit of tinkering to get the order right.
What is this?
Yeah, I've actually been meaning I need to, and Tay asked me to the other day. I've got a download link for them. I'll put that in his Discord, and then I'll try and find a way to post the correct load order. Because the cool thing with them is as well, if everyone in the convoy has all of them, they're completely convoy friendly.
Micah.
Nice. I know.
Which I
gonna-
was asking you what you working on.
Oh, me? I'm on the other field.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we had another field.
Great. I was gonna say I didn't know if you were done. I was like, if you want to pick up another
It's
tractor,
not very big.
that's true. It's a
So
little
far,
field.
there's 6 lines. I think there's gonna be 8 lines of.
Well, maybe
of
it was
hay.
just cold, okay?
That'll be our sugar
Can't
beet.
judge a guy on that.
That'll be our sugar. That'll be our sugar beet field. Yeah, the Reformer mod's pretty nice. Grandkids. Yeah, I liked it. Some of it was a
Reformer's
little
free
good.
now?
At the time that I played it, it did not connect to the US.
Okay.
You had to
Yeah,
load it
does
in
now.
separately, so.
And then it's got
What's up, Stony
Sierra
Grizz?
Nevada as well, so it
Yep.
joins on and increases Nevada, Arizona,
California.
little bit of Southern California. Yeah.
I don't care about California.
How's it going, Stony Grizz?
No one
Actually, the Californians, they've redone a lot of it, and it's really pretty.
Yeah, but it's still California. You have to do
It's-
55 miles an hour everywhere.
That's all I do anyway. Good night, Tay.
Good night, Halo.
I drove by myself the other night. I'm like, oh, I'm going 45. But it
But yeah,
feels
the,
right in that game because it's sort of compressed and the corners are sharper, so it kind of feels right. Like
Yeah.
that's about the speed you want to go.
The coast to coast part of the one I've got too has Ohio in it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And
Now,
it
can you
goes all the
take
way
it-
out to Florida.
Can you take an existing save and add it, or do you have to start all over?
No, you take an existing save. Now you want to add it when you don't have any jobs active, otherwise it'll cancel your job.
And you got to be careful if you buy garages in those new places and then the DLC stops working, you just lose all those garages.
Well, that's fine. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I was just
It's
thinking
fine if you're a
it'd be
millionaire.
nice just to use it to ghost the
This
place.
trailer is moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed.
The
No!
one
Oh,
disappointment I've got with
fudge.
it is that the sort of the majority of the body of Canada that it's got, so across Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, is basically just filler content between the eastern provinces and BC. So it's really badly done, and there's
Ugh.
nothing really there. But the rest of Canada's amazing. Like the BC one, it's Pro Mods, British Columbia, Canada. And
Oh.
it is,
Yeah.
honestly, I think it's done better than the base game.
Can someone bring over the loading wagon? I'm full.
Oh, yeah, I'll
yeah.
grab it here as soon as I finish this row.
I'm just realizing I have to take all these bales off this trailer because this is our trailer. But that's all right. That's why we got a front
Where are you gonna
motor.
store those
I
things?
have no idea. I
Are
was
you gonna
just
put
thinking
them in
that.
in that one green long?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You could just buy the auto load shed.
No.
It's base
One.
game. It's not even a cheat anymore.
Auto load shed.
Yeah, there's the bale auto load shed that Giants released with the Go Wild DLC.
Oh, fine.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to do the little bales.
And the pain in the butt Heston
You
bales.
can't even get them up the hill. Come on, you can do it.
All right. Well, so which one is this that we're looking for? Is it under? What's it under? Sheds?
Silos, I think.
Not under sheds. Okay.
I
Silos.
think it's the first one in whatever category it's in.
Bale and pallet storage. 250
Yes.
pieces. Is that correct?
Yep.
It's
And now with these ones, I
huge.
think it counts each big bale as one piece too, so we won't even get
Yep.
gypped on. Because we've probably already got over 250 little bales.
Where the heck can I put this giant barn? Oh, where the heck can it
I just
go?
have to dump this trailer out, Micah, and then I'll be over
Well,
here.
Arthur, over here by me,
Over here
there's
by
a
Mike.
field, and it's pretty much flat.
Over here by
You can
you.
make this an area to build more buildings.
Or you could take a corner off the field we've just harvested, because I mean that thing is huge.
Yeah. But I there is a field over there that's
Trying to find
dirt,
it.
and it's pretty much flat.
Are you doing? What are you doing? The what do you call that diet?
54.
What diet? What diet is it? Or K Tigris? It's good to see you, by the way.
See that,
Paleo
that brown
is it?
field all flat.
This is not ours though, but this green parts of it are. I'm thinking, right there. That's gonna really screw up the.
You want me to cut down a tree or anything?
No, I just wanna be loved by you.
How do I get in there? This road? Yeah.
I guess. Do you mind if it's right here at the end of the field? That's gonna kind of make harvesting a pain in the butt.
Well, you just do a headland or two and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just put it how you want, and we'll deal with it.
You're driving into it.
It's okay. I mean, we'll see it.
There we go. That's what I'm allowed to do. That's so
Oh,
gross.
I just saw it on stream. I drove right into the mouth of
Okay, well I'm coming over. I'm on my way. I actually need to get I need to lose weight bad, big tall man. Pretty bad. Like I'm starting to have health issues.
I'm surprised you got this whole field done without filling up.
I'm surprised I lived this long without any health issues. Oh no, bales are starting to come undone. Oh god. How do I get over there? I'm gonna lose
a
it.
left.
Turn left and then the next right.
So I turned left. And the very first right, and then this big long curvy road.
Yep. It's through
Yep.
the foot
Oh,
forest.
perfect. I'm not gonna lose any of these.
Multiplayer bale physics.
Oh, actually, it was really closer than I thought. Where do I go? Do I just, how do I do this?
You drive
Oh,
into the mouth of the
shoot.
shed there. It has a collision on the back.
Oh, God.
So you can't drive straight in, but you kind of...
Oh.
Oh, what happened with this one singular bale here?
Do I need to, yeah, they fell off. They're just moving around. Okay, there's some. There goes some. Oh, there's another one.
Hey, it's okay. It's better to dump them here
Yeah,
than on the other
yeah.
side of the road.
True. This is true.
This here, I'm just gonna... Oh, no, that didn't work.
It's okay. I'll pick them. I got my little forkies. I can fork those.
The forking bale?
I can fork that bale. So we're gonna have 250 big ones and then like 7 little ones.
Oh yeah, some of them have gone in as little ones.
Yes. One of them.
Did you stack some little ones on the trailer?
I know. I must have split it by mistake. Like pressing R puts the belts on, but it also does everything else. Oh, good. And this wrecked the field too. It made the field all bumpy. Ugh.
Okay, you can just flatten
You
it.
just smooth it. Yeah.
Just smooth it down.
So I'll smooth it. DJ Smoothy Smooth.
That's the one thing I don't like about is the cost that they made smoothing. I wish they would have
Yeah.
just made like a bulldozer.
Well,
or
there's
something to buy.
a
I've just got a free, free
there's
landscaping mod.
There's a free landscaping mod. I almost loaded it, but like we're not going to do any building. Yeah, and half the thing we're doing is building.
I've got that one, and then there's a place anywhere too. So you know, you get the whole you can't place this building here or it interacts with
Yeah.
an object.
And then we also need to maybe take some of those back and feed the pigs, but feed the pigs.
If we're gonna give these to the pigs, don't we need a shredder, bale shredder?
Do we? Can't we just set it down next to the pen and that feeds it to them? That's usually how it works.
Depends if they have a bale trigger on that husbandry or not. Some do, some don't.
Well, don't know. Do you want to grab some little ones out and put them on the trailer, and I'll go see?
Yeah, we
Let me
can.
bring the trailer back over here for you. We got one. Look at that. It looks funny when you're carrying it. He's like walking along, like, and it's just there.
Pull forward a little bit.
Okay.
I've got to get to this trigger here.
There
There we go. If you stay parked, oh, you went. I was thinking if you stay parked there, I think we can actually get them to spawn on the trailer.
Just pick him up.
Okay.
The reason why is
There you
because I'm landscaping now. Not to be rude, I'm just landscaping. Ah! What did it do? Why did it do that? You're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Does that mean we
You've
have to
got the wrong
plow?
tool. You got the wrong tool. You need the one next to it.
But
That's why
the-
it did that. You want the smooth tool.
Yeah, sorry.
I found a bale here.
So does that mean we're gonna have to rent an actual plow?
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit.
I found a bale.
Is it flat at least now? Yeah, it's flat. Okay.
After wreck
Well,
the field.
Yeah, I wrecked the field. I'll have to. What's up, GJ Gary? Everyone was asking when I'm going to do Farm Sim again. I'm like, all right, well, we'll just start streaming it again. It's fine.
Oh, one fell off.
So we're making it. This is a specifically Farm Sim map that we're doing, or a multiplayer for Farm Sim. I will probably put this on to YouTube also just for fun. But this is, I'm doing this for you guys. For those of you that wanted a Twitch farm, here we go. Now, I will be also, the next couple days, we're going to be doing a lot of Farm Sim coverage because we have the new DLC coming out. And we're going to be covering all that, and the new map, and the new stuff.
God, can you imagine if we had to do all of these bales by hand like this?
No, thank you.
I would put a tractor on cruise control and stand under the front tire.
How do we rotate? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's middle mouse button. I just wanna be.
Sorry, I'm not exactly stacking them neatly. They're just going on.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm trying to think of. I gotta be able to strap them on, so
Oh yeah.
that sounded a little
What about
awkward, but it didn't come out the way it was supposed to. But
Hey, Arthur.
yes,
Do you mind? Did you buy a sprayer?
I haven't bought anything yet. You may if you wish.
Okay.
Hey Micah, get the hardy one.
Try no,
Already?
no, don't get it self-propelled. Good lord.
The 50-meter self-propelled one.
It's like donk, like every bouncing into every tree as they're trying to get out of the. What's up, JC? We're playing on the Valley, the old farm, but it might as well not be because we're making a big mess of it. So, I'm going
Does that mean
to
it's now the Valley, the new improved farm?
the Valley, yes, it's the Valley, the pig farm is what it is. This is Piggy Farm.
Oh.
Yes,
If
I
you're
did
taking,
tell her I am gonna try it at some point again. That's all I need is another game in my life. That's what I need. Another game to take up my time because I have so much time to play all these games.
If you're taking requests for mods, I have one request, and then that will be all.
Okay,
VCA,
what is VCA?
vehicle control add-on.
What does that
You
do?
can set manual, four-wheel drive and diff, and GPS, all in one mod.
Okay, you'll have to remind me before next time I'm gonna play.
Especially just because of the lag. Like having GPS makes lag
sucks.
spikes play throughable because you lock to a line.
Yeah.
Hope this is an okay spot.
There's
It is sticking out just a little bit.
So can you, since you got the big tractor, can you go to the shop and rent a plow and fix that mess I made? Thank you. Sorry.
I can pick up a flower if you rent it. I don't think I have permission to it.
Oh yes, let me fix that. Everybody's got to be farm manager. Farm manager. Boop, boop.
I think
Yes.
this. Did someone hit the auger? I don't think it was me. Might have been.
What can we do? We can drop bombs. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I love the bombing is crazy.
Oh, this auger is rolling backwards down the hill. That's why it got all out of shape.
Just by itself?
Yeah,
We've got a lot of that going on, don't we?
it rolled like 3 feet down the hill and.
All right, so where do you think this?
missing top.
Where do you think we're supposed to put the bales?
Usually at the food trough.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna try that
Actually,
first.
I've got dev mode on. Let me see if I can see the trigger. Dev mode.
Yep, it's by there. Oh my god, they take a lot of straw. Yeah, let's chuck them in. Here, I'll throw them to you and you throw them in.
Okay.
Unless I can get them in there. Let me get up on the wagon here.
Oh yeah, I see the trigger there.
Go get them.
The
Fetch.
straps are going underneath them for some reason.
Does my guy look like an old man to you? Here's your bales.
Whoa, whoa, that's no. Let's not do that. I can't pick them up because they're in the doorway and I keep closing the door. What's the button to throw?
I wonder how much we have in
Heck,
there.
isn't it?
Oh, we can look at the pigs now. This is a good thing. Now we can see. Their health is really low because they have no food. We have 0 slurry. They could take a lot more straw. So it's a good thing we're getting. Let's say we need base food 50%.
There you go.
Corn, wheat, barley, canola, and sunflowers. Okay.
Oops. That's what that button does.
They need grain, a protein, poutine, and a root crop.
If you want more straw in there, there's 4 little bales over here by the auger. That
Yeah,
must
just
have
keep
fallen
chucking them
off
in.
the trailer.
We'll get more. Chuck them in. But we need to get base food's 50%. So what was the Micah? You divided it up again. What was the base food again? Sorghum.
Base food was
Sorghum or
Sorghum,
corn, right?
yeah, it was sorghum.
Okay, and then what kind of grain can be wheat? Correct.
Yes, wheat or barley.
What is protein?
That'd be soybeans or sunflowers, probably.
No, the base is corn or sorghum.
Sorghum. We're going with sorghum.
Okay, then the grains are wheat or barley.
We're going with wheat.
Okay, proteins are soybeans, canola, or sunflowers.
Soybeans, probably the
'Cause
best. option
soybeans
with
are a
those.
good cash crop, are they not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't need another header.
And then the roots are potatoes or sugar beets, and you guys decided sugar beets.
So it's going to be sorghum, soybean, wheat, and sugar beets. Can you
I don't
guys
know if you want to do corn instead of sorghum, Arthur, because you get double the yield.
from corn?
Yeah, at least.
That's a good point. And with the small fields,
And we could also,
okay, we
we
just
get
need
a big field, we could also, what do you call it? We can chop it up and throw it in the biogas plant, right?
yeah.
Oh, silage it? Yeah.
But,
Yeah, if we had excess.
We can also get that bale maker and make them into, or pallet maker and make them into pallets. What's up, drunk tumbler?
You can make what into pellets? The corn?
The sugar beets. If you
Oh,
get,
yeah.
if you get that big, the big, God, the conveyor belt, the fat one, you pour a bunch in and then it turns them into pellets.
Do you need that
It
special
pelletizes them.
bucket though to break them up or whatever it is?
No.
Okay.
And then you just give the pigs the pallets.
Yeah, I've never actually used that. I always just pour my sugar beets on the ground and then use a bucket to pick them
Yeah,
up.
you could do that too. But it's nice having, for the farm's sake, it's nice to have them palletized, but it's a lot more work too.
Yeah. Then you got to handle the pallets.
Man, my throat is like scratchy. I feel better today than I did yesterday, though. But all right, Micah, do you need a tractor? What did you do with the harvester? Where did you put that?
I parked it.
You did? Where did it go?
I put it out of the way so it's in
Oh,
a spot
perfect.
where it's not in the way.
That's exactly where it needs to go. Perfect. These sheds are what do you call it?
Making me hungry? Oh, sorry.
No, are you hungry? Thanks. I'm all right. What's up, JC? Hey, what's up, Patrick? You're supposed to be in bed. I know what time you get up. Oh, look, Mike, I got a swasher already. Cool. They're deceptively large. They look small,
Yeah.
and they're much bigger than they look.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to need to build any equipment sheds for a while.
But I want all four. I want them all. Because they need to be perfect.
Another mod you could consider, I don't know if it's something you want, Arthur, is there's a butchery mod. So we could take the
Ooh.
pigs and turn them into meat.
Meat. Yeah, we probably need to do that.
And then you sell the meat, and it increases the value of the pigs quite a bit too when you sell them. I'll find a link for you. It's not on Mod Hub.
Okay. What should we do with this trailer? That's the tricky thing.
Just because I want to watch, back it into that tunnel.
What are you trying to do to me? You want to hear me swear, don't you?
Yes.
Fudge. We're not done with it yet.
Oh yeah, there's another field to bale.
Yeah, and there's still bales on this field.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Did I miss some?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, maybe I'm imagining it, but it looks like there's bales up there. Micah, pick a tractor out that you would like. Try to stick with the Massey line if you can, but if you can't control yourself, it's all right.
I mean, Fent is just green Massies too.
I think you've over the years proven your beyond faithfulness to the channel. Pick whatever freaking tractor. You want a Lambo? Get a Lambo.
What should I get a medium? So we have one tractor that kind of
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You just had to one-up my big tractor.
No, I just think as we grow, we're gonna need
Yeah.
something that can
Yeah.
handle something else just besides little ones. But I don't want to go too crazy.
Oh, you woke up. Okay.
Do I have permission to use the landscaping tools? Can I smooth this area out over here a little bit?
You should. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fine. That's fine. Did you watch the stream or no? You didn't even look.
122s.
Come on, pilot.
17.
Look in the
watching.
look in the shed. Did you see?
Oh, I'm watching. Very nice.
See? I can do it. Wow, frame rate issues. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's probably me doing the landscaping.
Oh, there we go.
I should have done that while you were backing in, just for fun.
So just so you know, Mike, Big Tallman's put in a vote for a hot pink Vultra.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say no on that one.
no,
and then,
no. No.
are we done?
Ultra is an
Something
echo.
I'm trying to pick something that's got a decent miles per hour because it might be the tractor we need to run back and forth. To
Right.
the- Deutz or JCB then.
JCB
it's
saying
good,
Fent.
JCB.
JC's like Fent or Class. JC said Class.
The thing is, the only
Class
Fent
I
that has
wanna get-
any better of a high speed is the 900, which is way too big.
With the JCB.
The Fent 900 can do 60, but that's too big.
Yeah.
Well-
300 horsepower.
The fast track is 37, but it's only 6 miles an hour faster. So I don't know if
your
that's
mom
really
goes to
for-
college.
Now, the fast track is 4-wheel steer and can take a loader,
fast track can take a loader too.
and it's
Ooh.
got the rear wheel steering, so it's a really good loader tractor.
All right,
Do
I'll
you?
I'll get the fast track.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I'll just
I
make
watched
it-
I watched Deadpool today for the second time. Pretty funny
Oh
movie.
yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Where's the edge of our land over here?
A lot of swearing
Really
though.
don't.
Wait, why did it
Which
stop?
front loader arms do you want? The hauler or the quickie?
I mean, whatever you.
The quickie looks better on that tractor, in my opinion.
All right, that's fine with me.
You can make them red too, like the Massey red.
Make what red?
The arms.
No, there's no color.
Oh, they usually have a.
Oh, when you actually buy the arms themselves, there is on the quickie.
Oh, okay.
There's still 80 liters in here. What the?
Okay, the fast
Is the
track
auger still
has
in the top, Arthur? It looks like it's moved.
No, not did it.
There we go. Okay.
I didn't have the when I first started it. I didn't have the auger on.
Is there anything you need from the
Auger.
from up there at all? Before we bring the fast track down?
What do we need? What do we need? There probably is. I can't think of.
Do we have a bucket? Do we have any buckets?
We do not have a bucket. No. So if you want to grab a bucket, we could use one of those.
Do we need a lime spreader or something?
We
Dirt
do need
spreader?
to spread some lime. If you want, we could probably rent
what
that.
one do you think the what quickie arms are good for the fast track?
The Q6 ones.
The 6? Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that, K Tigris? Your neighbor's panning for gold at this time of night.
Yeah, the other way.
Interesting. Yeah, does this field need lime? This field does not need lime. Well, we probably should lime them all if we're going to lime any of them.
You're not going to run precision farming on this save, or do you have it?
No.
No, it's not on.
No. Stop it.
And we need a bucket.
You don't like
Now,
precision
you don't
farming,
want the
Arthur?
sugar beet bucket,
No,
right?
I do, but not in multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bit odd at times though too, so I get that. These rocks. Oh, can you bring the rock puller if you want it, because we need to get these rocks off the field.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to get that sugar beet bucket, the one that can cut beets, or do we don't
Nah,
really need that?
I wouldn't
Okay.
bother with that.
Okay.
What good do the cut beets do aside from doing the what do you call it? Where you
You need the cut
Put them in
ones
the
to go into
baler.
a BGA. And I think
okay for the BGA? I see.
I mean, it's a really expensive bucket,
Hi, Antonio.
What?
And
is it
but it does hold quite a bit. But the thing is, I'm thinking, well, if we're going to end up needing it, should we just get it now?
hello, just curious. Yes, no
we
objective.
we won't need it. It's
Okay.
yeah.
We're starting.
It's too
at-
heavy as well. Like it's way heavier than a normal bucket. It's kind of not that great.
We're starting a pig farm, but we're starting from the start, so we're having to like clear the fields of the things that we don't need, collect the bales so we can give it to the pigs. Then we need to grow the things that the pigs are going to eat. So we got a ways to go. Sweet. The 900R, the 9RX, yeah. Sure, small tractor, right. We need to get our rocks off the field. That's right, JC. Oh, Archer.
Are we getting a 9RX or a quad track?
I'm just kidding. You can get whatever you. Well, no, I would say neither. But if you get, those are both a little bit large for this field. Even our biggest field does not need that big of a tractor.
Yeah, it's funny. In
Archer.
the US, obviously, those tractors pull like 100-foot air seeders and stuff, right?
Yes, yeah.
A lot of the people who farm in certain areas of the UK use quad tracks on like 20-foot rippers and things because they're going that deep and the soil is that heavy
Jeez.
that they need that kind of horsepower just to get 20 feet of cultivation equipment through the ground.
I mean, I'm planning on a JC. Yeah, I know that. I remember. What's his name? The guy he uses. No, he doesn't use a quad track. He uses, or does he? He uses just the tractors. The millennial farmer guy. He's got.
Oh yeah,
that,
he's got yeah.
He uses that ripper.
He's got an 8RT, a 9RT, 9R,
Yeah,
and an
they-
8R. Yeah.
But he doesn't. They're not that wide. He's only using like 20 foot maybe. But he's because he's doing the same thing. He's ripping deep.
His big ripper that he's got is 24 feet, I believe.
Oh,
He puts that on a 9RT.
hey, well,
500 plus horsepower.
Well, keep watching over the next couple days. Les Curious. Just Curious. That's funny. Les Just Curious. We we would love to see you hang out, and we're gonna be. The new DLC is coming out on Tuesday of next week. I get early access to it, I think. So starting Friday night, I'll be covering that, and you'll see us start another farm, so you can kind of watch the whole process of like picking equipment, deciding what we're gonna do. This farm will be good for you to watch too, though, and I will post this replay on YouTube. So if you have the patience to watch a 2-hour and 11-minute or longer video, my YouTube information is down below the video in the information section. You can go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll get to watch the whole thing as we pick out pieces of equipment as we're playing. Now, because this one's multiplayer, we did it kind of haphazardly. So it wasn't like real well thought out. Usually when I do a tutorial or whatever, I take my time, but I haven't really made a tutorial yet on how to get started in Farm Sim. It's something that I've been working on, or deciding how I'm going to work on it over the last couple of weeks, actually. I've been playing Farm Sim since the 2015 version, and I always do tutorials for them. But this game is much larger than the last couple versions in many different ways, and so it's really hard to make tutorials because there's so much information. It's hard to I'm having a difficult time like figuring out what we need to put in and what we don't, how to group it into different things. So yeah,
Hey, Micah.
anyway,
Can't hear Micah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. That gate into the pig pen next to you, does that open?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, because I just had a thought. Should I put down a manure pile? Because we've got straw but nowhere for the manure to spawn. And I was thinking if I put it down inside the pig pen.
I mean, it's up to Arthur.
what's this? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
We need a manure spawn. Is it okay to put it inside the pig enclosure?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the back corner down here.
Oh, there you go. So you've seen the How to Be an FS19. Yeah, I don't have those videos yet it's been like 2 years and I haven't done it yet, but I will get it done, and it's going to be done after this release, probably before Christmas, because this game is going to be free around Christmas, and so a lot of people start watching those how-to videos. I need to get them up there. It's something I've actually been working on.
It's gonna be free at Christmas?
Well, a lot of people get it with like Xbox Live or whatever for free.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I mean? Like there's different ways to get it, like free or super cheap. At least the base game. So JC said the trigger is inside the pig barn.
Which one? The manure trigger?
I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, it is.
That's right.
Pig barn does have one in the middle. Okay. Well, I will sell that
You
before
turn
it
your
depreciates
lights
too
on
much.
again, your beacons.
So anyway, I hope that we can get that done. I actually, believe it or not, I actually uploaded yesterday a how to begin your farm video for Farm Sim 22. And I proceeded to watch it and go, no. This is going to make people more confused than if I just leave it off.
Wait, do we have the Kubota DLC?
So,
No, this
yes, we do.
tractor doesn't have a passenger seat.
So yeah, we'll get there. But I
Do you
think
need me
we're,
to stay for anything?
huh?
Roll, do you need me to stay?
No, no, no. I
Okay.
was just coming down to see what you're up to.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's okay. Yeah, it's been on for a while on Game Pass. Okay, yeah, it's on Game Pass right now. So yeah, anyway, we'll get there. I promise you I'll get those up in the next couple weeks, but I know you're trying to play now. So if you have any questions, these guys here are pretty much all Farm Sim experts. Most of my friends have been playing it for a long time, and so feel free to peg away questions and say, hey, how do I do this? What do I do if this happens? There's a lot to know.
So, Arthur, you said we need wheat, right? You want to do wheat for the...
That's right,
crops
JC.
we decided on?
We're going to do soybean, corn, wheat, and
Sugar beet.
sugar beets. Sugar
Which-
beets. Sugar beets on field 54. I'm going to say do the corn on half of 56, soybean on the other half, and then wheat on 93.
Because we can seed canola right now, and that would work instead of soybeans if you wanted to do that.
Okay, because soybean has to wait till next year.
Yeah, until April. So this month we can seed canola, then next month we can seed wheat.
Okay, all right.
Where's the other planter at?
Oh, it's still in the field actually. I'll go grab it. I dropped it off out there.
Is that number 14?
Let's put the planter.
Nope, that's 13. The planter's in the air. Do, 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 do.
Oh, we're
do.
gonna need to get seed and some stuff for them too. Huh?
Yeah. That's why I wanted that bale trailer emptied, because I knew we were going to need stuff.
Are you gonna just buy pallets? You're not gonna buy the tank to place on the farm?
No, not yet. Eventually we might, but
Okay. Seeder or direct seeder?
yeah, yes, it's got a cultivator built into it, and you can break it apart too. It actually comes in 2 pieces. That's why I bought
Oh, it
that
does
one.
too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
splittable, which is really
Have you used
cool.
this one before?
Yeah, that one does, and then the next size up does too. But I didn't buy the next size up because we only had 190 horsepower. But now that Mike has bought the bigger tractor, the other one's 4 meters instead of 3. So maybe we should have bought that one. But
How much horsepower does Micah's tractor have?
I don't know. Which one did you get, Mr. Mike? What tractor did he? I don't even know what he got.
Fast track.
I was 235, so yeah, it would actually run that 4-meter one.
I guess you want to return the blue one.
I
And
can. I was headed to the shop to pick up seed, but I can.
I mean
it
the
out.
green one. Yeah, return it and get the 4 meter one, because that one's also splittable.
Okay. Yeah, and I can probably bring the 4-meter one back. I don't think this tractor can run it, but it can carry it. And I'll fill it with seed while I'm here.
I would with you, definitely, big tall man, but heck no, I do not. I would not do a haunted hospital. No way. Are you crazy? Dude, you know what a freaking chicken I am. There's no way on earth I'd be able to do that. I could not do it. No way. I'm too chicken. I'd say no, not because it's you, but no, because I wouldn't do it with anybody. The haunted cemetery. I know you're trying to say haunted, and it's blocking you. So this is the Arcusin multi-pack Darth Scepter. It's part of the game. There's 2 of them. I think there's one for large bales and one for smaller bales. I'll take a look here and show you. No, those are the balers. Arkuzen, they've made this one. This one's been in the game for a long time, the 4-stack. This takes 4 large bales and stacks them together into one unit. This takes the little bales and makes it into 14 bales. Then you can take 14, or you can take one, I'm sorry. Once you make this, you can take one of these and stack 4 of these together, and it actually makes them into a single bale, I think. Does it convert them to single bale when it does that? Or are they still 14 separate bales when
There's still 14. They're kind of both.
Oh.
They're one bale, but then you can cut it back apart into 14.
So you can still break it up. Okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing, but it's kind of cool. But when you're dealing with the Heston bales, these are a lifesaver because it makes it a lot easier to load 14 bales at once than to try to. The only downside is they're large, so you have to obviously with this tractor I've been using a weight because it'll pull the tractor over.
Can I upgrade our planter too, Arthur? Because we can run a 6-meter one with the horsepower. We've got
I just got it because it was cheap. That's fine. If you want to get a bigger one, you can. Okay. Pardon me.
Yeah, I can get I can get a 6-meter one. We can almost get, well, we can actually get the 9-meter one, but it's way too heavy for this tractor.
Yeah, I don't know about ghosts and stuff. I'm kind of a skeptic, but then again, I'm a scaredy skeptic, so I'd be like, yeah, that's not a ghost. There's got to be some natural explanation for that, but let's get out of here. I'll be out in the car. Because I'm sure not a sec coming back in here. I was watching, I forget, it's one of the people that my wife likes, one of those Minecraft guys, and they were playing this haunted game where they go into a house and try to find a ghost. I was just watching it made me like, I was like sweating watching that thing, man. Yeah, Simone would do it. I would. I am so good at psyching myself out. I can't do it. Like I start thinking about things and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Like I remember one dude, like just this awesome place. I was on our church went on a bike hike. We went for like a 5-day like camping trip and bike hike, and we biked like all over Pennsylvania. And we were staying in this farmer's field, and I walked off away from the group and was sitting off in this field, like looking at the amazing stars. Like it was just so gorgeous. And that you could see, I saw like, I think I counted like 14 or 15 airplanes at once all flying over. Like it was amazing. It was just a gorgeous night and the moon was out. And I don't know what it was, if it was a raccoon or a possum or something came up right behind me, like through the crops and like popped out. And I was like, ah! The thing was, it was like, and it ran off. I was done. That was it. I had to leave. Like, okay, I'm done. Going back to the tent. Leave me alone. Don't bother me anymore. People aren't afraid of the dark. They're afraid of what's hiding in it. Yeah. Oh. I think we did. Stream went down again. What the heck? Are you guys still there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What the frick? There we go. Back up again. Yeah, the hamster went on break. There we go. The hamster went on break. I don't know what's going on. It's not my internet. It's still we've been a consistent 6,000 up. I don't know what's going on aside from Twitch just being crap. Which is that surprising to anybody? Hang on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm back. Red Alpha, tell them to refresh. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see this really. Aw, that's cute. My aunt just put, we had that funeral a couple weeks ago, and my aunt was just posting how nice it was to see all of us. That's cute. So how much of the story did you miss? Did you miss the whole story? Let me see here. I gotta check one more thing, guys. Sorry, I got some stuff that came in that I gotta check. Oh, I was just gonna say I was done at that point. Like once the possum like scared the crap out of me, I was like, okay, I'm going back. I'm done. Like that's enough for me. I don't need any more advice. I'm just going back to my tent. I don't do spooky stuff at all ever. Not my thing. All right, so there's. Do you guys have the big bale trailer?
In the shed.
No. Oh, you backed it into the shed, yeah.
Oh yeah, look at me. Look how good I was. I'm gonna leave those there for a second. We need to go give our piggies some of that straw that we just made. So
Didn't we already give them some, or do they not have enough?
I have not. No. Resend it, please, development. I'm sorry. What was that? What was that, pilot?
Did we already gave them straw, didn't we? Or did they not have enough?
Oh, they've got like 1/10 of what they need.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna feed them the rest of these. And then I've got to head over to the other field.
Next time we play, I'm gonna cut down some of these trees.
That's fine. There were fences here before. Ah! Ooh, that's a nice tractor. Ooh. You always like those JCBs, don't you, Micah?
I mean, they're really nice.
Yeah, they are good tractors,
Yeah.
and they're fast.
There's some modded ones of older versions of that tractor that are really nice too. I've got a save on belly spring at the moment. I have 2 of them.
JCB. Oh yeah, these are 9,800 liters. So if my weight is 1,000, how much is my weight? 1,000 pounds? Is that what it goes by?
Roughly, yeah. I think it's like 450 something kilograms.
So what is that compared to 980 liters? I'm all confused.
They're very lightweight compared to how dense
Heavy.
they are, because it's straw.
Okay, all right.
Straw weighs nothing.
Yeah, the raccoons are like, I hate raccoons. We had coyotes at our back fence the other night. How the heck do I have 65 viewers? What are you guys doing up this late? Like, I'm getting ready for bed. People aren't afraid of the dark. That's true. They're afraid of what's hiding in it. I couldn't agree more. Maybe it's glitched. There must be a problem with Twitch. Mine's showing 65. It's only 3 there. Yeah, well, the good point. I know. I gotta go to bed soon. It's almost. I gotta get up in like 7 hours. We'll play for a little bit longer. We need to still get that other field baled, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to that tonight. So, yeah, it's very true. I'm just a big scaredy cat. 4:30 a.m. It's 10:50. Yes, it's 11:50 here. So, where in the world is it 10:50? Do you live in? What is that? Would that be British Columbia?
No, it's 9:50 in Alberta. So
Alberta. Okay.
whatever's between Montana and you.
Oh, Doug, it goes the other way. I'm thinking 12:30. Wisconsin. Yep. I don't know why my brain did that. I went the wrong way. That's right. It's earlier when you go west.
One thing I love about stone picking up
Oh,
is, you know, when you're vacuuming and you come across a bunch of dirt and stones
It's
in
like-
the vacuum sucking up and you hear the crunching.
yep.
This thing makes that noise. I like it.
I got to do my floor tonight before I go to bed. I was eating like a little bag of like mixed snacks, you know, and I picked it up by the wrong end and dumped it all over the floor. I was like, oh, 1 hour in the past. Boop. Oh, they took another one. Jeepers criminy. They eat a lot of straw. That's probably for, what, 10 months, though, or 7 months? You know, they go by days. They're like 7. That's good enough for 6 days or whatever. It's 6 months, actually. Because a day is a month. The winning lottery ticket? That'd be great. 45,000 straw. Ugh. Dowsey is in the future, guys. He's by the way, Royal Pilot, Dowsey is Chew Express. He's our one of our 2 resident Australians on the railroad.
Oh, okay.
You've played on railroad. You play railroads online, don't you?
I did, and then when I got my new PC, I haven't installed it yet.
Well, we're going to be playing tomorrow night. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, I might
No,
do it tomorrow.
no one plays anymore. They're all bored of it.
And you don't have to wash anything in that game.
That's right. There's no washing. I like this little Massey. I'm pretty happy with this little tractor.
Yeah.
It's not a bad little tractor. I hear the tick of another little diesel.
Oh, I forgot to shut it off. Oh, get that.
I got tired of John Deere. I used it too many times. Oh, yeah, you got it off. There you go. Okay, so there's the big seeder. Yeah, Micah's gonna have to run that with his tractor. You could probably
This
run
one
the
will
planter,
run
though.
it, just not on the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this tractor will definitely run the planter. Yeah.
You need this tractor?
Nope. No, not yet. When we're done, we're doing it. Well, we got to prep these fields, so we're gonna have to do lime on all of them and all that stuff. We have a busy day. It's only 10:30 in the morning, according to the game.
Well, anytime you want to quit, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this tractor in the field so I know, so whoever jumps in knows what they got to do
Okay.
if I'm not done.
I like this little tractor. I'm happy. We got to get one in real life. When the people leave, they're taking their tractor with them. The people that run the horse farm, and we're going to be.
What's that, Massey? Or, I mean, that Dutz bar?
No, I mean, I don't know. That's going to take a lot of work to get working. It's all in pieces. I don't think it's been run for years. No, they have a little tractor. They have a little Eagle tractor. So. Anyway, we were looking at, well, I don't know if I can, my credit's so bad. I don't know how we're going to get it one. We'll figure it out. I don't know if there's a subsidy or anything for agro businesses. Sometimes you can get subsidies from the government to fund that stuff. They give you like interest-free loans and stuff like that. I'm sure there is. Yeah, we just have to figure out how to get it for our business. Here's what I'm looking for. They are 100% full of straw. Good. Okay. So we need to do that, but we'll need it by next year. So I've got a. I guess people were saying for the small like this size or smaller, it's going to be like a 25 horsepower tractor. Yeah, leasing a tractor is probably not good. They were saying that Yanmar is the way to go nowadays. They're like that's the good like cheap brand. You can get but they're about $14,000 for a 25 horsepower setup.
What?
But I guess Yanmar is the one that makes all the John Deere engines, or did make them until
Yeah,
recently.
but you can get an old International or something for like 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah, but it's not going to have the arms. It's not going to have the different attachments that we need for it. Like
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Like we need it more for utility than we do for tractor. It's going to be, yeah, like Daggerman uses the mows. Exactly. It's going to have a, we're going to need the snowplow attachment. We're going to need the, it's got a front loader because we have to shovel the manure. We have to do moving hay bales and stuff like that. And then it's going to be used for, what else is it going to be used for?
Taking kids for rides.
Dragging the, yeah, we have to drag the arena and then use a sprayer on it. So there's all kinds of things that have to be done with it. So, all right,
You
developmentor,
almost
have a
need
good
a
night.
skid steer.
Skid steer would work, except for it's not going to be good at dragging. That's the only problem with the skid steer.
And they're really bad with maintenance,
Yeah,
that I've heard.
and they're really expensive. Like, so I looked at skid steers, and you're talking like starting prices like 40,000, and they go up from there. That's used. Like the average skid steer that I saw was like $50,000 to $70,000. They're really expensive. Okay, fighting sleep, you shall last till the end. I don't know why I'm so awake. I should be ready for bed now. I didn't take a nap or anything today, so I had Gigu all day. We're just running it, JC. I mean, I guess, how do I put this? We own the business. So this guy owns the barn and he owns the land. We rent both from him. And then people rent the space from us. And then Simone takes care of their horses. So it's going to have to be bigger than a garden tractor. The garden, like I already have a John Deere 750 there, or John Deere, it's a L145. So it's like a mid-size, small garden tractor. And we use that to mow, but it doesn't have enough power to drag. We have a smaller drag that we can use. It takes like 4 times as long. And she's been using that to drag with, but I'm afraid it's going to blow the transaxle. It's really not designed for that.
Dude, just invite a bunch of guys with their RC trucks over.
And it doesn't have, the garden tractors don't have arms and stuff like that. We really need to be able to move stuff from the manure pile, because every week it gets backed up and then we have to stack it. At the end of like 2 or 3 months, the farmers come and get it for their farm, but we have to keep stacking it and stacking it and stacking it. So, I don't mind old necessarily, but then again, we also want it to work for a while. So, Kohler and Yanmar diesels, yeah, that's what the guy was saying. All right, Patchwork. As soon as we're ready to do it, I'll let you know, and then we'll start watching. We have to figure out how we're going to get it first, but I mean, we might just have to save up and buy it, but imagine that. Yeah, and I don't want to mess around with modding stuff. Like I just want the thing to work. So they were saying the Yanmar is pretty bulletproof and it's pretty easy to operate, and I think that's probably what we'll end up going with. If we can find one, but we have a couple of Yanmar dealers around, so there's so many like little brands. There's Coyote, which is like Kioti. That's out there now. They kind of look like New Holland, but they're a little bit brighter blue. Tractor Supply. I don't ever see tractors at Tractor Supply. Little lawn tractors, yes, but not like tractors.
Go buy your neighbor's truck, rip down his chain link fence, and go drag it around.
Yeah.
Throw some bricks on it.
What TYM? Yeah, Kubota's expensive. People have been having, from what I've read, they're good, but they're not like the greatest thing ever. Like some people are saying that Kubotas are kind of eh. I've heard several different farmers say that they like the Kubotas, but they're like This guy was comparing the Yanmar to an older Massey. And he's like, obviously, it depends on what you're doing. Like, if you need a big, like 6-foot mower, well, the Massey's going to be better because it has the horsepower. But yeah, I'm hoping for not a maintenance nightmare. It's funny though. I'm surprised people don't the TYM. Okay, he likes the color. Okay, so they have the Yanmar engines in the TYM. Okay. I've heard of those too. Aren't they like Russian or something like that, or Czech? Oh, that stinks. Oof. South Korean, okay. I'll have to look into them. I was surprised that I haven't really seen anybody recommending Mahindra.
Because they're not that reliable.
Yeah, and they're all over the place. But that's too bad. Avalon said they're absolute trash.
I didn't realize that rock picker cultivates as well, Micah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It makes seed bed.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's not seedbed. That's cultivated. We'd need a power harrow or a disc to get it to seedbed. Oh, but we've got a power harrow on the front of the seeder, so it'll turn to seedbed as we seed it.
There we go. Do
The
you?
only thing is, I would rather have the nicer rock picker up here. I don't like these.
Yeah, the 5-meter centered one.
Yeah.
Do you
Those
have
I'd
things are
rather
so
have
good.
to empty it more often than this.
the rollers? Do you use those after you plant?
Yeah.
Okay. The electronics are garbage. Customer service is bad. Okay. So what do
I
you?
ran one of those. Sorry, go ahead, Arthur.
I was going to say, Avalon. What do you recommend for like a micro tractor, like in the 20 to 25 to 30 horsepower range? I think they're all 25. I don't think you find any 30s out there.
How many
Go.
rocks did you get?
1,050 out of this field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
Are we
ran one
gonna-
of those bigger rock pickers in real life for a couple of months. They're scary.
The bigger ones
Yeah.
are.
Well,
Are we gonna plow the other fields here?
I don't think they need it.
Okay, I'll
No,
take it to
they
the
don't.
town and go sell it.
This
No,
one
those
needs
bigger
lime.
ones, they're just as likely to throw a rock back at the tractor as they are to put it in the bucket.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've heard people saying it
Yeah.
breaks the windows. Yeah.
Yeah, so you
What-
got to have a guard on your window, and then, like in game, I don't know what the speed is. It like 12 kilometers per hour you can go with them. I can't remember.
You're talking about the Elo, the big one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 15 kph. That's 9 miles an hour. In real life, you're lucky to do 2.
Okay.
Like yeah, most of the time we were doing between 1 and 1.5 miles an hour.
Anybody know where I dropped these stones off at?
I mean, if you want to just put them in a pile. Hey, Boomer, there's our other Australian. If you want to put them in a pile somewhere neatly, and we can just keep every time we do them, we'll do more.
It doesn't look like there's a stone sell point on the map.
Oh, so I'm looking. That's lime.
It would go to the rock crusher, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is one on this map.
Great. Well,
Oh,
just
the lime production. There's a lime production that you can sell them to.
So
If
do
you
they
own the production, they turn to lime. If you don't, they just sell.
do they
Where is
make
it at? Top left?
Top left, yeah.
over?
Lime production. Okay, let's see. Tag it.
Do they make case like micro tractors? And aren't they like awfully expensive?
They do make case like small tractors.
Avalon's recommending
Honestly.
him. She owns like a massive farm. That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
she's. I love New Holland, but I want something that's gonna last. I don't know
those
about
those small New Holland tractors are actually pretty good.
the boomers. The New Holland boomers.
Now, honestly, for small tractors, I mean, I'm guessing you want something like 50 horsepower, right? Like smaller than
less.
that Massey you're driving.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kubota makes amazing small tractors. They can't make big tractors to save themselves, but they make amazing small tractors.
They're super expensive, though, aren't they? Like $25,000-$30,000 for a 25 horsepower.
They're not in New Zealand, but yeah, I don't know about the American market.
Oh, look at all the
You-
French little cars.
Yeah. So,
Citroens.
Yeah.
the Citroen. So Avalon, would New Holland be kind of like the equivalent then? Like you'd be just as happy about that?
Oh my god, I'm glad I got the JCB.
Because I like the color. It's the right color. No spoilers, but all I can say is Clarkson's farm. Caleb. It's like, I'm proud of you, boy.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Caleb's a cool kid, yeah.
Yep.
And he's got drive behind him too, like he's going places.
Yep.
I was like, oh, Arthur, did you see when he bought a tractor?
Yes. That's what I was. It's too late, Ernst. We just spoiled it.
Who did?
If you haven't seen it by now, it deserves to be spoiled.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Wait, where do I drop this off at? Gotta be here.
Other side of the building, by the looks of it.
It's inside the building.
Oh, it's right in front of you, like a couple of tractor links in front of you.
I'll go around the building just in case.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, okay.
It sticks out. That's kind of cool how they've done that. They've made it stick out of the building.
What's that?
I think this
The
backwards.
stone hopper.
Oh. Oh man, my
B. Oh, okay.
Comes that way. Didn't
That's
expect
how much
that.
we get for 1,000 stones. Alright, $270.
Whoa! We're rich.
That's the first money we've made in the game. We gotta sell those oats, but we're gonna wait till harvest till the price goes up a little bit.
Oh, there's alfalfa on this map.
A Workmaster 25S. Who makes that, Patchwork?
Workmaster, isn't that like an old case?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Arthur, do you mind if we get the nicer rock picker? Or do you wanna wait for a
Fine. That thing's so huge in like tech.
while?
We are going to need to do a lot of rock picking
Let's
because
try-
after every sugar beet and corn harvest, we're going to have
Yeah,
to plow.
all right, okay, fine. Get the bigger one. That's all right.
Well, it's just it's a lot
I
nicer.
know. It is nicer. That thing's horrible. It is. You're right.
Well, the way rocks work in farm sim, that thing really has no purpose because the whole point of those yellow ones, and if you've watched Millennial Farmer, you'll have seen it, is they pick up big rocks one at a time. They're not for covering a whole field like that.
Oh, I see.
The Alho one is made to cover an entire field.
I think it goes here.
So he said New Holland. New Holland makes the Workmaster 25S. Is it a new tractor? Or is it something I'll be able to find, or is it?
Now, if you want, we can wait and look in the mod hub for a better rock picker upper if you want.
Eh,
There's an
I've
an
been in
8.5
there.
meter version of that one.
Yeah, no.
Oh, should I repair before selling, or does that matter?
Keep it realistic if you can. No, go ahead and
That
sell
is
it.
realistic. They exist.
The 8-meter ones do.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah,
meaning maybe they make one that's a little cheaper, but it does the same thing.
No, they make a bigger
No.
one.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Do you want me just get the one that's in game?
PC30. Yeah, just get the one that's in game.
Okay.
The 25S is an overgrown work truck. Well, I mean that's kind of what we need. I don't want it to be too big because it has to be able to operate inside the building, and do the dragging and stuff of the arena. So it's got to be small enough that it's like super like it fits in the building without a problem, but then also big enough that it can lift things, you know, like move the manure pile. We're not going to be doing any heavy, like the backhoe, like Big Tallman's talking about there. We're not going to be doing any stuff like that with it, but we'll be lifting manure and stacking it onto the pile. And we're going to be dragging with it, and then maybe pulling like a water trailer.
I want a Citron.
So you're thinking more like a 30 size Avalon? I wondered about that with the. Our friend took her. She did it with her Kia Sorento. I'm like, what are you doing? I came there and she had the Sorento in the. She had the drag attached to her trailer hitch and was using it to drag her on the. I was like, I don't know if that's really very good for your truck, but it gets a little bit more expensive. Yeah, I know my wife was playing this. Like I said, she was playing the smaller drag with the lawn tractor. I'm like, like, look, I can only buy one of those. I'm not going to be buying another one. If you blow the transaxle on that, like, I'm not. I don't know if that's that might be pushing it a little past its limits, but it did it.
I'm gonna head out, Arthur. One of my buddies just got online. He's playing Fortnite, so I need to go mercilessly make fun of him.
Okay.
But thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem. We're gonna
keep
get
an eye
going
out
here
for
too.
you next time.
I'll probably do one of these things, and then I gotta get going too. So.
Oh. All right. Catch you later,
Hold on
guys.
over here. Bye, Rogue Pilot. Okay. I'll park the JCB over there.
Park the JCB. I'm gonna put this in the bale place. Workmaster 25. So there's a 25S and then a 25. Okay, and the 25 is bigger. Maybe the S is for small. Whoa! I'm just gonna sit right here until you're done moving. I don't think we're ready for that phase yet because we've only done part of the field. I would wait till we're.
Okay, well, I'll just leave it here though. That way
Yeah.
we know what is
Yeah.
place here.
This field, I think, if we want to do culti plow on the rest of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one used. I don't necessarily have to have it new.
Yeah, I think. You know, I'm gonna park the JCB in the other field because you're gonna need to. You're gonna need to
Ooh,
move
one
this
right here.
dirt.
Move the dirt.
Yeah, because look at that. You know, you gotta smooth that out. So I'll put the JCB in the back.
That will actually cultivate it though when you do it.
No, I meant the ground. See the groundwork? You're gonna need to do groundwork in front of this building.
Does it?
Yeah, like this stuff here. You're gonna have to smooth this out.
Smooth it out. This here?
All the-
I don't know
see
if
how
you.
that is?
I can't. I don't own that land.
You don't
That's
own
what-
this
Nope.
sand land right here?
Nope. That's why I did that. Every time I do it, it says you don't own this land. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
So
All
it's,
right.
that's probably going to be just stuck like that.
All right, I'll get out.
We can just paint it like rocks. Here, we'll make it look. We'll make it look. We can kind of hide it. Like I will mask it, and then we're going to turn off everything. Where's the shop? Here's the shop. Okay, and then we're going to go here, and I'm going to mask decorations, landscaping, production.
Oh my gosh, it's a 12:15.
I know it's late. It's beddy time. I don't mind going older as long as it's old and reliable. Landscaping. Painting. I think we can paint on land that doesn't belong to us, but we'll find out in a minute here. It may not work. Land is not owned by you. Crap. Oh, there we go. Painted here. Yeah, because this land I don't own. Yeah, and that's why it does that. It makes like a ridge up to the land you don't own. Where's the rock surface? That must only be on the Swiss map.
I wish there was a refresh button on an iPad for Twitch.
Oh, yeah. No, see, that's all I can paint. I can't paint this either because we don't own that. Yeah. Oh, well. It's ugly, but it is what it is. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed our farm. I definitely had fun playing on this farm, and we will be doing it more. So if you guys want to join us, you trick with them when you get back. Okay, that's cool. All right, guys, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow for Railroads Online. I'm not sure what time yet, but we'll try to do it a little bit later so that the chew guys can chew and but not too late because I gotta deal with the farm sim stuff on Friday. I don't know what time I'm gonna get my email, but I should be getting the farm sim stuff sometime in the morning. So have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye.